Hello, and welcome to another installment of Roll for Revelry. My name is AJ, your friendly neighborhood DM, and we're here to play some D&D. So if you, we're gonna go around our table and introduce ourselves, and if you guys want to give us like a little tidbit about your character and kind of like what their plans are, one, two sentences, like I'm Orla and I like this, and then give us a little fun fact about your character as well, like a random thing, whatever it is, random, 100%. Favorite type of pasta, or whether they're I don't know. So yeah. What do you think? You're up.
I'm Lindsay. I play Orla Bitterfoot, who is a frost bard gnome, so she's kind of like a homebrew character. Orla is all about helping the underdogs, and she's all about community and helping, the little guys. Fun fact, Orla's loot was passed down from generations and generations and generations. So it's been in her family for a very long time. And pretty much all of her village are bards.
Cool.
The family that she comes from, they're all bards. Yeah.
Sweet.
I'm Gina. I'm playing Narnet Ningle, who is a rock gnome rogue. She is trying to right some of the wrongs that she has caused in her past, and that's kind of what her MO is moving forward. A fun fact about her is that she had an apprenticeship with a pretty cool tinkerer, and she is pretty crafty with making like mechanical knickknacks and
Knickknacks specializes in knickknacks and doohickeys.
Knickknacks
Awesome.
and doohickeys.
not tchotchkes though.
Ooh,
Not tchotchkes.
get them out of here.
No flea market stuff.
No.
I'm gonna be silent for just a second so that the noise suppression catches up with our music, so that it's not catching up our voices at the same time. So we're all set. My name's Dan. I do like the technical behind the scenes stuff, and also play Marxus. Who, fun fact, really wanted to be king. Like Simba wanted to be king. Like he just couldn't wait.
Simba did not want to be king. He
I
literally left,
just can't wait to be
There's a whole
king.
song about it.
but then he left when he had his chance.
He's gonna roar like no one's heard before.
Nala had to like persuade him to try and go back. He was like,
That's
"No,
not
that's
He
not
murdered his.
That was because he was told he murdered his father. Long
Ugh.
live the king.
Hasn't he ever seen?
Disney's gonna sue us." Keep talking.
That'd be so good for our exposure.
Oh, that'd be great
I
for
was like,
us.
that's amazing.
But Disney
Disney.
Plus is the superior
Disney
streaming
Plus.
service.
Disney, get at us.
Mickey Mouse.
Oh,
Get a.
Now we're for sure.
I've seen South Park. We don't want that.
And the more fun fact actual about Marx is that he carries a case of beer with him at all times, or just bottles for intermittent usage.
Nice.
I like that visual because I imagined what the equivalent to Cyrillo's case of beer is, and it's not like a cardboard 30.
Right.
It's like
No, it's like the old wooden cases
Yeah.
that you see at garage
It's
sales.
like
Or it's like this. He just has a barrel.
yeah.
Just
Yeah.
walking around with
He's
a
walking around with a barrel.
What's the real name for that?
cask.
That's his name.
Oh,
Yes.
give me a second. Go with yours. Firkin.
So,
No.
Firkin.
Oh, that I'm thinking of a flirkin.
no, that's
the
a
cat.
Yeah.
That's a
Oh
cat.
my gosh.
The tentacular cat.
Disney, get at us.
Oh,
Kevin
my
F.
Kevin. Some indiscriminate Kevin.
I don't know. It's
You know who
fight,
you are.
No, doesn't matter.
Fight
We all
girl.
know who it is. Technically, the word siege, but with an F, right? Sure.
What's up,
Oh,
Siege?
oh.
Anywho,
What siege?
Bob playing Kata. Drake Warden, which is a ranger variant, not to be confused with Disney. So we're trying to get sued.
Yeah.
That about something.
You'll get us there. You'll get us there. What's the
Um,
fun fact about Kata?
Fun fact is he's trying to correct the wrongs that everyone else has done for them. Also,
Boo! Not cool.
he also operates as a pendulum, so he's got a strict moral code that is either super, super extremely enforced or broken with just total disregard for all rules.
The moral pendulum.
Either extremely acidic or extremely caustic.
Yeah.
There's no seven.
Yeah.
All right, excellent. So, let's recap our last session real quick and kind of talk about what happened. If you don't recall, in the very beginning, there was a crowning of sorts that was not necessarily official by any means, but there was an individual that wanted the crown and acted as if he already had taken it. And that individual was Marxist. In the meantime, Kata stepped out with the head of the old king in a bag. I don't know where you were going. I don't know if you know where you were going.
I was getting a story.
Okay. As you stepped out, there was a aberration in the head. And that was probably the true aberration that you detected weeks ago in real life. But it was like hours ago otherwise. So, a intellect devourer decided to attack Kata and successfully did so, incapacitating him and attempting to replace his brain with itself. And that's how the body thief action goes. The gang interrupted this attack and stopped the aberration, but Kata was left with an intellect of 1. He needed to be taken somewhere or to someone that could help. You asked the guards, and they mentioned a cleric, and then a witch of sorts. You decided to go to the witch. Her hut was full of strange things. She helped Kata for a price of brain juice. You took interest in a number of things in the shop as well. There was a cauldron, which Narnip had a particular interaction with. Seeing a robed figure with blood dripping from their mouth, standing over a body, and then recognizing her through the cauldron. Interpret that however you would like. Kata found a couple bags, pouches, one full of an iridescent dust, the other full of marbles, and then the third holding a yellow gem with a number of protrusions of rock and earth from it. Afterwards, you headed to Varis, the dwarven assistant, the dwarven smuggler, we'll call it what it is, who was getting products and goods to the people of Akris, and did so through the use of Carven, a small rat folk. Carven then led you to the exit, as you have found a way out of this town. Upon leaving, you did notice that Carven fell under a similar charm effect that a couple of you did as well from before, wanting to dig past the wall, so to speak, and find out what's on the other side. As you were about to leave, you decided you had a change of thought and you would help these people. And you followed Carven, snapping him out of it eventually, and kind of walked through a maze of traps, which you attempted to avoid. In the last room, you caught a phantom movement. And in that phantom movement, you caught up to it, and it turned out it was a lost Rodarian, figuring out where they were and coming to from a charmed effect similar to Carven's. So, we left off with Marxus noticing something. Maybe that's your cat. Sorry, there's a strange sound.
No, that's electronic.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
I think it's coming.
Ghost cat.
Excellent.
buildings
So,
now.
if you
Yeah.
are in chat and you hear a weird squealing sound, please let us know because we hear it and it just may be a squirrel in the wall.
Please don't say that. We don't need any more things wrong with this house.
Just pile them up.
Yeah,
Pile it on.
That's what he wants to
nuts.
We cross one thing off the list and we add 3. That's what we learned yesterday.
You are all currently in a hall with a small opening heading towards you. You found this Rodarian, and Marcus, you noticed something about them with your perception check.
Yes.
What would you all like to
Did you talk about the voice that we had heard?
I think only Marx has heard it.
what voice?
No, I did. Remember, I did comprehend languages, and it wasn't anything that we could understand.
Oh, that was one of the traps.
Oh.
One of the traps was a tentacle fog of darkness with indiscriminate. Is that the word am I using?
Indistinguishable.
Indistinguishable.
Indiscernible.
That's maybe it. Indiscernible, indistinguishable whispers, but that is the trap in the spell that was, as we discussed in the hangover.
Okay.
It
Yeah.
was each of the spells.
I forgot. Yeah.
It's like dissonant whispers. You don't actually have to whisper. It just needs to be
Ooh, I love
crazy.
Feel.
Excellent. So,
Okay, sorry.
Full of them, too.
Sorry.
what would you all like to do?
So I did look at like the particulars of the blind fighting feat.
Excellent.
And I do get advantage on perception checks relying on hearing and scent. So could I do a perception check where I'm like focusing on anything I could hear
Like,
Yeah,
around it?
yeah. Make a perception check.
Um,
75.
22.
What does everybody else do?
So Marxus is here. Everybody's kind of behind him.
Yep. And I heard it was the Rodarian that was right behind me, right? Like in the walking order.
I believe so. They are the oh, that's Carvin.
Yeah.
So we'll say that this awesome piece.
I just love how much you love that.
It's so cool.
It's just a broom.
It is amazing. It is 100% Fantasia. Thank you so much. It is.
Disney suits.
Sorry.
Disney.
We're about to go. The cease and desist has already been delivered.
Yeah.
Goofy
Please
dropped it off
don't.
this morning.
It's all right. Well, Goofy drop.
Hey, I'm a Millennium Dreamer, so maybe they'll.
We know you are. Millennium
maybe,
Dreamers, get at us.
Uh,
Support one of your own.
Oh no.
There's what is it? 199, 1,000. Yeah,
There was
2,000.
2,000 of us.
1,999 other individuals are like, yes,
Right.
subscribe.
They're gonna party like it's 1999 of them.
Yeah.
Ooh. All right, so
I am watching
All
the
right.
rats because I don't trust them, and I'm just observing, carving, and more so
the new one. Okay. So as you are doing these things, you rolled a 22. You kind of still your mind, and up the channel that you're traveling to, there is a cavern that opens up. And you can hear footsteps of a number of individuals, or creatures, or things moving about. And there is a low drum kind of pulsing as a sound. A low gurgling drum.
There's something up ahead. And I'm gonna draw my dagger right here.
As she says that, I turn around and I look at our new Rodarian friend. And I kind of... But your brain was gone. I saw that. You didn't have a brain. You were laying on the ground like a few rooms. How are you even How are you here?
What do you mean? How am I here? I'm here.
Oh, right. Brain eating brains. And I look over at Orla and ask, Can I play with his insides? I really want to play with his insides.
Say, do you think he is a zombie? Yes.
I'm like 99% sure, and
He's stepping away from you.
I tear into him
I say, wait,
with
went
my
towards
claws.
me.
No, like towards the opening.
Oh.
All right. Roll initiative.
Ah, natural one.
Ooh!
19.
Nat 20 for 23.
You too?
Natural 1.
For what?
8.
Oh well.
Ooh, your initiative's good. That's awesome.
What's your
But
total?
I have the sneak attack.
3,
Oh, yeah.
8,
9.
19. You.
23, yes.
Kill the rat.
You
right.
are so ready.
So,
So it doesn't die before I get to it.
just want to clarify. Are you aware of what's happening? Because
I'm,
he made the jump.
I'm
You were
within
keeping an eye
earshot,
out?
right?
Huh?
I've been just watching.
Yeah, and I'm
rat.
right
So
here.
as soon as I see they're talking about the rat, and he's like acting skittish now.
Okay.
I'm like, oh,
And to be clear, this Rodarian is now the Rodarian that we saw dead 3 rooms ago with no top of their cranium.
He is? I thought he was a different one.
Used to be.
I don't doubt that he's probably had his brain.
Nobody else saw
Like,
it
oh, got it.
because it was around the corner.
Yeah,
You
that's
went
right.
around
And you were the one that went
you
around
guys-
corner. Yeah. But I still don't doubt. I mean, it's really fucking weird that he was all the way in this cavern by himself.
Roll an insight check.
There's- all right.
I don't need a reason to kill this rat, so I'm attacking. No. Part of my psychotic.
I got a 22.
There seems something a little off about it. Definitely.
Not a normal.
It's a little off about them stairs.
That
Something off about it.
No, I definitely trust Marx's into everything he's seen and intuition and everything like that. So I
Your
didn't
king
think-
appreciates this.
hashtag not my king. I'm not a rat.
Not my king. Not all kings.
All right. So, what was your total? Or what was your total? I'm sorry. 20 plus the natural 20.
Yeah, 23 is my initiative.
And yours was?
19. Keep rolling until you 20. Save. That's not
17 and 1. 17 and 14. It's gonna be another 17.
Purple one only goes to 7.
So, as Orla, what would you like to do? You're kind of a little off.
We saw other things coming from this way though, too.
You did not. You did not.
Oh.
It's just a dark room.
Oh, things are a little off. I am going to. I'm going to cast Vicious Mockery at this rat.
And what does it need to? So is that
Wisdom saving throw of 15.
He rolled a natural 20.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Wisest fucking rat you've ever seen.
And it's like I'm trying to come up with insults, but like my tongue is tied and nothing makes any sense as to what I'm saying. So they just look at me like, what?
Like,
Yo,
like,
Okay.
like Steve Carell in Roots Almighty.
Yes, exactly. Exactly.
All right. So, at that moment, before your turn, a creature crawls down from the wall,
No!
Yay!
and another intellect devourer steps out and attacks this little guy.
It attacks the mouse.
Yes. Pouncing on him, and he's able to throw it off of him. And there's the intellect devourer there.
Good.
How close is the intellect devourer to myself?
I would say it's right. It's in the square that it's at. So 5 feet.
Can I get an opportunity attack on it though?
Because it came into your space.
Yep.
Oh, because you got pole arm master.
Sure do.
And that counts for a freaking pole arm master counts for a quarterstaff.
Yes, it is a pole arm.
Excellent.
Quarterstaff or spear.
All right.
Halberd.
Fine.
Glaive.
Glaive. Glaive is a pole arm. Like if somebody was like, "Oh, what's a glaive?" It'd have been, "Oh, pole arm," and then vice versa. No, nobody would know.
A 15 to hit it.
15 hits.
Doing 5 damage.
Yeah, you are. Yes. What's your question?
How much water can I create with my potion of create or destroy water?
It is the amount for the spell. So just give me one moment. I'll look that spell
So I'll
up.
put that in.
But Kato, what are you doing in the meantime?
Oh, okay. I see this little brain devourer
Mm-hmm.
up here.
Yep. And attack the Rodarian, not Carvin.
Okay, so I am going to kill Carver.
No.
I'm kidding.
Finally.
I've thought about it. So I'm gonna run up as far as I can. And then I'm going to use I'm going to use Summon Beast,
Okay.
and that allows me to pick a airland or water creature native to the environment we're in. And so, because we're in this like cave-like system, from over here on the far side of our stupid rat guy, like out of the ground, giant serpent is gonna start appearing.
Of course.
Yeah.
Heals.
Of course, I don't have a serpent.
You
So
have
it's
one
gonna
of
be
those
these rats.
Can it make?
Nope. It's gonna be those rats.
Uh,
Those rats will represent the serpent.
And so that is my action. So that is
sure.
Brooms.
So now the rats are going to represent the rat. The swirling broom is going to represent your serpent.
Love it.
Snake broom.
And then as my bonus action, I am going to mark the brain with the hunter's mark.
All right.
And then immediately following me is going to be Oki. Run up and take a bite at this brain.
All right. So he's going to charge up there with Carvin on his back.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
All right. So he charges up there, past all of you. Bump. It's pretty narrow.
But he
So
knocks
we're
us
just,
all
like,
aside.
against the wall.
Yeah. He knocks us all aside.
Knocks you all aside.
And I imagine
Oh,
Carvin's,
no, he doesn't.
I
What if he
imagine
makes
Carvin's
like,
riding
like
like a.
car and just goes up on the side?
No, I
Oh, like a
imagine-
Men in Black.
Car.
No, I got you guys.
Goes up into the tunnel.
You guys are short.
Feel like-
He goes right over the two. He goes right over the two of them, and then we got a cool like LeBron, Dwayne Wade looking shot where instead he just jumps off my scaly back
All right.
up into the air to land on the brain.
Perfect. Have him roll an acrobatics check. What are you doing? Oh, we have a roll tray right there.
Yeah, this is a roll try.
Yeah,
never rolls on
that's
a roll
super
tray.
wonk.
I would call that a leaner.
Yeah.
If I'm being
Not on purpose.
super fair,
Okay.
I want you to keep it because it's a 19.
I'm saying re-roll that, not on a soft surface. It's like rolling on a pillow.
That's not a soft surface. Just hard.
It was leaner.
Just
It was a leaner. We had somebody else second the lean.
17. Nice.
17. All right.
Please don't lie.
Yes, he was able to definitely be able to jump over and off of your scaly back, as you say.
Yeah. So is that to hit them? Is that like my attack roll?
That's his
That's yeah.
his movement.
So then he
You
still has to
can't
roll.
Well, you can't have him attack because you used your bonus action to mark.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna have the serpent swirl, and grapple the new rat.
Okay. Make a strength check for the serpent.
Top notch.
It's for 17.
17. This snake creature is able to grapple your Rodarian companion. Yes, acquaintance.
I was gonna say he's not a companion.
No, I hate him.
Yes.
Barely even know this dude.
Excellent.
I'm not even supposed to be here.
All right. So the Kata, then the Rodarian guy is going to be up next. So Rodarian's up next, and you see him mutter something under his breath. Can you have your bestial spirit make a wisdom saving throw, please?
Who muttered it? The brain?
The rat guy that's getting
Rat
attacked
did.
and grappled by the
Brainless
serpent.
Ratman.
Of course.
The muttering creature. The creature mutters something under his breath, and the snake releases him. He will then run. Will run off here, and we will actually. No, that's good. Right there.
You just said, never mind.
Yeah, you did. So he's gonna run away, and he's going to bonus action. Can you remove him from the board? All right.
Dope ass spell.
What?
I can't use right now.
Yeah. You can try to proceed. Try to see where it's at.
Who's up?
And as you step into this room, you got to grab some things.
Oh, no.
This is either really good or really bad, but I don't think it's really good.
I don't think it's. I don't think it's really good
I
either.
think this is a great time to mention our new sponsor, Aldi.
Aldi is not our sponsor.
It's a great time to introduce
You're
myself
manifesting
sponsoring Aldi, or as some people in the Brooklyn, New York area would say, Aldi. Aldi is a fantastic store. Can't say enough great things about Aldi. And the trick is, for sponsorships, you want to say the name a bunch of times, like Aldi, Aldi's
Aldi,
Times.
All these times.
Aldi Times.
You would take sponsorship in the form of free different flavored chips.
Yes, we are big fans of the
We do need
Nashville hot
snacks.
chicken
Okay.
chips.
Yeah.
We are. I'm also a big fan of the Cuban sandwich inspired chips. We also found out perhaps next week we would do maybe a Aldi pizza test.
Because this week they had
Yep.
Euro pizzas, and then what was the other one that was
Cubano sandwich.
Cuban sandwich?
Like hot and made, or like take home and make.
Like frozen.
Yeah, take home and make.
There,
then we
we
would
did
just, like,
find this like favorite. We were recently doing like a frozen pizza like once a week, and we found I think our favorite. It was like what was it
Where
called?
did he go? What is he getting?
It was like
Oh
something.
no! He has his own battle
It
board.
was so good though. It was legit,
No,
just
it's
like
not
the
bad.
best fresh ingredients, just like being able to be
So-
frozen. It was so good.
This will
Yes.
be you guys
What's this?
here.
Needed more room to burger us.
Yes.
Well, they're clearly
Oh.
So that is there.
I
This
love how all
opens
of it.
I don't feel so good. And this is the hall that you guys were just in.
This is the serpent.
Did you see Tom Holland and Zendaya are like a couple now?
No, I
Yeah, I watched Spider-Man.
They were
Spider-Man.
making out in a car.
Spider-Man.
Put that out
Right?
That's cute.
Love
Keep
it.
it with steamy windows.
Those look like Titanic windows.
Ugh.
Even then, Tom Holland's hand would have been like,
I like how it's Tom Holland's hand in
I
that
mean,
situation.
let's be
Yeah.
honest.
Do you know where
We saw the lip sync battle.
Let's call it like I see
Yeah,
it.
that's fair, whatever.
Are we sure it was the right verse?
And to end our sponsorship, Aldi. Get all of your get
You
all
guys-
of your shopping done.
You guys
at
have
Aldi.
you guys have so many opportunities to actually talk about battle strategy, and then you don't.
We talk about chips and pizza.
And you talk about chips and pizza. It's
We
the
have our
best.
priorities
strategy.
straight.
It's the absolute
Right.
best.
We want to be surprised.
We don't know what's coming.
Did,
Her way.
did we notice if the Rodarian with no brain climbed up the wall, or did they just like disappear through the wall?
This one is
They hit.
They hit, and we don't know where they hit. Unless we do probably a
pick up the rocks. Like,
perception check.
under
Correct.
them.
Or search. Or search.
Search. You can try to find.
And destroy.
Search and
Okay, so
destroy.
that was their turn. Up next is Narnip.
Okay.
Marks us on deck.
Yep.
So if I want to all right. So I'm gonna hide into the shadows, and then I'm gonna move forward.
So,
4, 5. So I'm next to Orla. And I used hide as my bonus action, so I'm gonna. Can I do a perception check too, or no?
you hid,
Yeah.
you moved, and then your perception check would be your action.
Okay. I'm gonna do a perception check.
Roll a stealth check as well
Okay.
to see how well you hid.
16 for my stealth check.
Okay.
And then for perception, I want to listen closely and see if I can hear if the footsteps that I heard before are getting closer, what their location is.
Perfect evolution of beards.
21.
Thank you, Polar Knights. Polar Knights, excuse me. We appreciate you.
21, you said?
Yes. Or yeah, 21. 14
All
plus
right.
7.
You hear what is 3 sets of footsteps coming from the dark cavern opening in front of you.
That's not good.
I'm gonna whisper, but not whisper, but say soft. There are 3 sets of footsteps coming towards us. Everyone be ready. End of turn.
End of turn. Marxus, and then Orla's up next.
I'm gonna use my quarterstaff to smash the hell out of this brain. Clearly. Why would you do anything else?
Thank you.
That is a 12 to hit?
12, I think mates.
It beat.
Yes, 12 mates, so it beats.
That's gonna be doing 8 damage. How's it looking?
Not
Like-
great,
like
but
a
okay.
brain.
It's a lot. It's it's still
jack.
I'm gonna use
it's still thinking.
a key point to with the acid gloves.
Nice.
Dope.
Hell yeah.
A 12 and a 16.
Okay. Both hit.
Doing and these count as unarmed strikes.
Correct.
Doing 5 and 7 more damage, so 12,
12 more
more
damage
damage
for that.
total, and that would be acid damage,
Hell yeah.
in case that's important.
What's your killing
Yeah,
blow on
acid
this
on
bird?
Oh, I hit it with the staff, and it I kind of flourish it and knock it up in the air, and then I whip the quarterstaff in the air 20 feet, and I grab the brain and I just squeeze it, and the acid leaves from the gloves and it just melts. And then I quickly grab a bottle and I take all the brain juice and I squeeze it right into a bottle.
Alright.
And then I
Yes.
put the bottle back in my case and I grab the quarterstaff, the candlestick as it
timing.
comes back down.
That's amazing.
And then I just go, huh, I didn't think I could do that, but that was
And I'm
cool.
literally standing there
I had no idea that you were this acrobatic, given that one of our last fight scenes, you were doing a cartwheel of putting
4-year-old cartwheel.
Yeah. The The like kind of
Look what I can do.
It's a
somersault.
very hit or miss, yes.
The least acrobatic monk.
That's amazing. Or
so
the
yeah, I
most
just melted
when he
it.
gets it.
I just used the acid to melt it into one of my
Dope.
bottles.
That's
Cool.
So
awesome.
we'll add a brain juice.
I
Brain
hold
juice.
the other brain juice.
And it's a bottle
We
of
got
brain
one,
juice.
one brain juice.
So you filled up about 12 ounces.
Does the acid go into the bottle also? Do you have acidic brain juice?
It's acidic damage, but I was thinking about that too. I was like, oh,
Like,
maybe
up
that,
through the
but
bottle?
I don't think that would. Yeah, I
just
would
kind of
imagine
like-
like your hands would get all acidy or like fiery, like it would show the elements to it. So yeah, there is acidic brain juice in that.
Yeah.
Ooh.
It's got a little bit of like a
Little kick.
Some
kind
Just a
of.
little bite. Little kick.
Oh my god. The
It's got
witch,
cayenne.
It's
got
witch
cayenne.
will
Would you
love
think it's
it.
got a punch?
Oh.
That was off of yours. Your
And I'm
kick.
gonna.
One
It's punch-
acidic
it's
brain
punchy.
juice.
And then he's a monk.
Oh.
Punch bowl social.
Cute.
Ooh.
Get at us.
Oh.
Closed primarily.
Are they fucking really?
Well, the
Just
one
Who
in
would
like
have thought
it.
bowling would
Not
be
all.
popular
Oh.
in the 2010s?
Dang. Sad. Love that place.
A lot of people like bowling. What are you talking about?
And then as a movement, I'm going to move. I'm going to climb up these walls. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 35. And I'm just going to be like.
Wait.
Wait, I have so many questions.
5, 10,
Can you
15,
just climb
20,
walls
25.
because you're a monk?
I have a climbing speed of 35 feet.
He does. Remember, because he's a cat.
You're a cat.
He
He's
also
the
At
back
all.
feet, yeah.
really gracefully. Also,
Absolutely.
I know.
Make an acrobatics check.
Dope.
and then count to 35 by 5 again.
Said 5, 10,
It's a
15,
natural 1 for a 6.
25, 35. That's right.
Would you say a natural 6?
A natural 1 for a 6.
You have a hard time like this is a rock, and it's a strange rock too, because it's not what the smooth rock that you guys have been around. It seems weirdly structured, and it's not the same atmosphere that you're walking into.
The cat is having a great time with their toy.
So I'm gonna like slip on it a few times and then just kind of like
Yeah.
I'm gonna grip on the wall and I think I'm up there, but it's only like 5 feet up
All
the
right.
wall,
Yeah.
and I'm just
Yeah.
like ah. I'm up so high, and then I'm gonna end my turn.
All right. Up next is Orla. Bring
We're
you
out
guys
of
down.
battle. Right? Ish.
I mean,
I'm gonna
yeah,
walk
I
up-
would say
What's my
you're
weapon?
out of battle right now.
It's my- yeah. I'm gonna go
It's just a
5,
snake there
10,
too.
15. Was this the area that they disappeared in?
It was probably behind that rock that you saw.
Right here?
Yeah. There's not a gap there. That's not a hallway.
I'm gonna go right here, and I'm gonna do a an investigation check to see if there is anything that I see.
Roll an investigation check.
18 plus 3, so 21.
All right.
I'm like,
You don't see anything. You see a footstep from where they ran, but that's it.
With a 21, I don't see anything else. That's
I'm gonna. Does anybody have something that they could light up this dark cavern with? Because it's really dark.
here's a candelabra and
Yeah.
candles on it
I'm
still.
gonna use it to light up the candles on the candelabra.
Cool. You light them up, and you see.
Is the room fully illuminated?
I would say your candelabra probably gives off 10 feet of bright light and 20 feet of dim light.
We're gonna crank that up with
Yeah, we are.
popularity.
I love
Oh,
that.
Test on each candle. And make those the same price.
Excellent. Make a perception check. Whoever, or it's your candle. Make a perception check.
And we're gonna make them a fun color.
Color.
We're gonna make 2 of them just very bright white and 1 of them ultraviolet.
All right.
Because ultraviolet exists.
Sure, man. You said it. Yeah.
Ultraviolet.
alley.
10.
10. You see the room opens up into a wide cavern, and there's a strange, curious structure. Architecture. You kind of enter a room that has these soft curves and then hard, flat edges, and then more soft curves and kind of patterns out that way. As you guys step into this room, a level of stress starts to take over. You feel anxious when you step into this open place. A bitter taste fills your mouth, and your heart starts racing. You can feel the adrenaline pumping through your veins. You feel your muscles weaken, and a cloud fills the room. It smells of formaldehyde.
We're all having like a group panic attack.
Something's wrong. Something's here. I don't know what it is. Something's here.
I feel my cortisol being like ejected right into me. I'm freaking out, man.
Guys.
My brain's racing and my heart is racing more.
Does water get rid of formaldehyde?
I'm gonna
You can try. I don't know.
I'm gonna
So,
swing
yeah.
my candelabra with the ultraviolet light into the formaldehyde cloud. See if that does anything.
It's just like, it's not a standing cloud. It's just a smell,
Oh.
kind of. You stepped into the room, and the cloud aspect was flavor. But you stepped, as you stepped into this strange difference of cavern, it smells of what is formaldehyde used for?
It's for
Preserving.
Preserving.
Yeah. It smells of preservation. Of some kind.
Is it something that, can I do like a perception check to see if it's something that like this smokiness like can actually harm us if we like step in?
You're in it,
Oh.
and it hasn't harmed you. It's
Okay.
like it was like at the
Oh, gotcha.
entrance as you guys kind of stepped
Okay.
in. You realized this, but your first little step was battle oriented, so you didn't quite get to that.
And how we can see like about this far.
You boosted it, you said?
Yeah.
Is there a boost number specific to it? It just says brighter. I'd say you can probably see up to the third rock, but that casts a shadow. That
So we can
rock.
see to here, but this is casting a shadow like this.
Yep, and then there's a shadow obviously behind the other rock.
Like that.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
Yeah, I also really don't like this room.
Me neither.
So I'm gonna go find something to. I'm gonna go straight. Do something bad.
I was gonna do the same thing. Just
I'm
kind
with
of
that. Let's go.
move
Cool.
forward.
I'm panicking. Something.
So as you guys step into that room,
45. The scrolling
I
game
guess that
board.
guy's gone.
The serpent.
Oh no, the serpent's with you? How long does he last?
So it's like stop 0.
Oh wow. Oh.
What kind
Does
of a
OG
snake is
need
it?
like a fashionable neckerchief?
Well, one up to one.
Okay. So we're here.
Alright, so you're here.
I'm gonna do something.
Can I do a perception check to check out for the shadows?
Yeah.
Side by side. Okay. Excellent. A natural 1 for 4.
You're pretty sure there's shadows on the other side of the rock.
I might have the snake go slither around in the darkness. Do the whole snake thing. Snake's not scary.
Alright. It steps into the shadowy area. Roll a d6 for it. 4. So, as that happens, are there any traits that your snake resists?
Big traits.
Can it make a wisdom saving throw? Is it like a creature, or is it like an aberration? So it is. So it is a creature. Make a wisdom saving throw.
Well, I guess, am I using mine?
You would be using its.
Okay.
You would just be its wisdom.
The passive. Or,
Yeah, the block with this one. Yeah, so plus 2.
okay, no, mine.
5. Roll a d10.
What is this mean?
This can only bad things.
As it steps back behind that, it stops and freezes.
As it walks.
Snakes. It just stops, but it stops.
Keep going.
It stops and won't take any actions. It's just stay.
I'm gonna walk up to the snake.
The snake looks like it is neurotic, almost. Looking around in a sporadic motion, as if it's trying to detect some form of source of its confusion.
Can I pet the snake? And be like, you're alright, buddy. Yeah. Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
Like an animal handler?
Sure.
Oh, nice.
Animal handling. Perfect.
8.
8. What is? Yeah, I mean, it can't take any actions right now, so it's just like recoils to your touch. Nothing really changes.
I'm really like resisting the urge to be like, oh, snake.
Roll a wisdom saving throw for
Right.
snake, please.
Oh, Jesus.
Roll a d10. The snake, roll an attack roll against Marxus.
What?
Fucking bullshit ass snake.
The creature uses its action to make a melee attack against a randomly determined creature within its reach.
Oh, Lord.
11.
That's the numbers that just happen. No, 11 doesn't hit you anyway.
No.
So
But I
as you go to
recoil.
pet it, it snaps at you and you bat it away and kind of deflect its advances.
I'm going
Also,
to.
don't cats absolutely hate snakes?
Yeah.
Yeah, but snakes eat rats.
We're on the same team. The enemy of my enemy is my friend.
It's one of the rest of it.
I'm just gonna move up and do like a perception check, like in this area.
Sure. Roll a perception check.
Low, get at us.
14.
You hear some footsteps, a relatively quick pace, going away from you. Like down that opening.
This opening?
Yeah.
Say, hey, stop!
I'm gonna wheel around and do a perception check to see if I see like who she's yelling at.
No, you don't see anything. That room, the next room, or the next like opening, is just as dark.
I'm gonna make my way.
Yeah.
You guys,
I'm just gonna
should
say,
we just
I'm
keep going?
gonna turn around and say, hey guys, like I think we should just keep going forward, like just keep moving.
Okay.
That's definitely still there. In the room.
Anxiety is
The
still there.
anxiety and everything, and it's growing as you venture further into the cavern.
Just to be safe here, maybe I should go first, and then you guys should stay 5 or 10 feet back because I'm feeling pretty jumpy. And I don't want to accidentally attack you guys.
I appreciate that.
Okay.
But I will definitely stop the stairs. So.
Keep this train going.
Keep this wagon train a moving.
Oh, attack that board.
Oh my god, I'm gonna get squished.
I'm gonna attack that board.
Let's kind of set it up in a longer cavern with some rocks and some other stuff poking around, some cover here and there.
Yeah, these outside.
Perfect. Garden rocks. Yeah, excellent.
Lone tree.
It's a weird spire that's sticking up from the floor to the ceiling, and it kind of curves in and then out, arches out as if it's like been a drip of liquid that's solidified and then connected to the other.
Tight.
Stalag both.
Stalagmite.
Yeah.
Stalagsaurus.
Stalactrite.
Correct.
Yeah, Stalagosaurus.
Stalagosaurus. And it's like there's like again those soft curves that look almost like organic, and then there's hard flat surfaces that almost look metallic and like in our world would look like metal sheeting, but that doesn't quite exist in this world. I mean, there could be, but that's like armor, you know.
So we. After you.
Yeah, I just keep going forward. Me
And I'll
and
just follow.
me and Oki and Snake just keep.
And I'm gonna stay close behind Oki.
I'm gonna like hide in the shadows.
Nice.
You hear several footsteps coming closer to you, but from this angle, from this distance, you can't discern.
I'm gonna hide behind this bench.
And it does get like skinny, and then back up to wide. So you're like,
So I'm
I-
good at
like your
disadvantage.
your lower half is like hidden from the wider part, and then it gets skinny, and it's just like this
I'm
over
gonna-
your face, and then it goes back.
I'm gonna like whisper, but loud enough for my friends to hear. Say, hey guys, everyone just stop for just a second. And I'm going to cast clairvoyance for sound.
Okay.
So I kind of like, I actually take one of my rubies that I have because it requires like some kind of a jeweled something or glass, like it's a jeweled something, like something I can kind of see through, and I whisper some things into it, and then all of a sudden this orb appears from where I'm at, and I'm gonna send it forward but also upward,
Okay.
so it's like closer to the top.
Okay. Make a perception check.
Like a moving light bulb.
Yeah, but they can't see it, which is great. Oh, I'm so sorry. 14.
That's better roll too.
Oh, yeah. 14.
Well,
You. This thing does not. Like, oh, you're doing per second right now.
yeah, so they actually can't tell that it's there at all.
Yeah. You hear a number of individuals kind of talking and like mentioning to each other, like just kind of like, it's indiscernible because it's off in the distance, but it's just like mumbling to each other. And you hear one individual speaking in a language that I don't believe you understand. Your languages, no Mishikana.
Hmm.
You do not understand.
Would I be able to... Would I be able to cast comprehend languages through this? Because it's my ears that is picking it up, so it's like I'm technically...
Are both concentration spells?
One is a ritual.
comprehend languages isn't a concentration.
It doesn't say it's concentration.
It's not say it's concentration. Correct. You can cast concentration.
So I'm gonna cast that.
You hear the roll an Arcana check.
19 plus 8, so a 27.
In another language, you hear a casting of a spell, like the verbal component of a spell being cast.
Is this?
Is it a spell that I am aware of?
A 19
An 8.
plus an 8, so 27.
Right.
He's like, he goes. "Fuck."
You hear you don't know the spell, but you hear basically the typical terminology that you would use to cast greater invisibility, but you hear the word invisibility basically in this other language. Like, it's not only the other language, but it's also the abracadabra version. If cadabra meant invisibility, abracadabra or fabricadabra could both be spells regarding invisibility. So it's not the exact same as greater invisibility.
Yeah.
It has something to
But
do
it has something to do with being
with it. If it
invisible.
was the same, you would know
For
all
sure.
the
For sure.
But
But
it has
is there
something
one that's better or bigger than greater invisibility?
with your Arcana check.
Much.
Muchas visibilitas.
There is with your 27, whatever it was. Nope, there's invisibility, and then there's greater invisibility.
So my guess is if it wasn't invisibility, or if it wasn't greater invisibility, because it wasn't the same words that I would have used or would have known. It's just regular invisibility.
Are there any like it's not that
So okay. Is there anything else that I perceive in this moment?
You hear the same gurgling thrum, and it sounds like if you were underwater and you had your eyes closed, you can hear the rush of your own blood from each heartbeat, but as if there's air in it too. And it's not just but it's gurgly. It's distorted.
I wonder if we're in the
I'm gonna.
some really large fucking creature.
Question for you: are we in this like as this stuff is like quickening our heart rate and like we're getting like are we frightened?
Not for the sake of
Like
mechanic
actually being
frightened,
frightened.
I'm
right.
moving
but
up.
you're more than welcome to be
Wait.
frightened.
So I'm before you do that.
Yeah.
What was your perception check for hearing?
for the
Oh yeah, it was 14.
Oh,
Yeah. So I'm gonna come back to really quickly and just kind of retract, and I want to explain to the group. There's definitely something. There's something up ahead, and they're casting spells, and from what I could, gather and hear, it's some kind of invisibility spell. So whatever's up ahead, you might not be able to see them.
Can we like sneak up on them still? Do they, like,
Maybe
they
they
know we're
didn't
here?
know that I was. I mean, they didn't know that I was spying on them. So they didn't hear any kind of thing that they knew that we would hear. I just heard the spell.
I take some of the scales from the snake, crush them in my little dragon claw. Throw them at everyone. It's not very. I'm a little stressed out right now, so it's not very cool. It's just it's a good skill. We all pass practice.
Oh, cool.
I wish I still had spell slots for greater invisibility, but I do not.
So I'm gonna keep the light on and I'm gonna move 45 feet, and I'm gonna put my head around here. Fucking A, 10.
See a lot, but you do see this upside down, like gray side up, but like just around that corner. Yep, and then another one off to his left, closer to you. Yeah, right there. Oh, no, there. But like next to that rock. Yeah. Cool. So you see these little 5 foot, this 5 foot, and you can see like the curvature of another one around the rock. It's like a 5 foot lifted up section of a raised pool of liquid.
What color is liquid?
It is this like purplish black with like oil kind of discoloration to the top. Yeah.
Like kind of like translucent, like
Yeah, that shimmery
Yeah.
kind of effect.
There's some pools up here. I don't know if we want to swim in them. I don't think that'll be cool, but there's some pools up here. Just come up here and take a look at this. You know anything about this?
I'm gonna actually try to stealthily go, because I think I get right up. So I'm still gonna try to be stealthy and kind of stay hidden.
Sure. Roll a stealth check.
Alright, yeah, plus 10.
So I got 20, dirty 20
Plus 10
for a 30.
for 30. So yeah, you are more than stealthy, and you're able to head up towards that pool. Is that where you're going?
Mm-hmm.
Sure thing.
Yeah, and I want to do an investigation check on the pool.
Roll an investigation check.
Digits.
It is 18.
So you see these pools, or at least this pool, as you kind of look down and on it, you can see this shimmery effect kind of fades away upon your approach, and it seems to be a shallow pool that has these tadpole-like creatures swimming around in it. They're small, maybe 5-6 inches long.
Orla, what do you see?
Kind of like a, what are those things called? It's like an AXOTLOX.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. It has like the
Oh, yeah,
little
Elon's
Yeah.
yeah. What was it
I don't know what
called?
it's called.
Elon's kid.
Yeah. Oh.
That's
But
all
yeah,
hilarious.
they
That's
kind of
what-
have like
yeah.
that effect to it, but less
Yeah, I know what you're talking
less amphibian and more like bizarre alien.
about. Like alien like.
Right.
Guys, there's like otherworldly creatures in these pools of water.
I'm gonna walk up to the pool and reach in and grab one.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm
God.
gonna walk up to the pool and I'm gonna scoop one into a bottle.
Sure thing. You scoop one into a bottle,
Oh God.
and you grab one, and it kind of wriggles in your hands.
Hold it tight so it can't wriggle anymore.
It's still trying. It's
Yeah.
like,
It's trying. Yeah.
okay,
Do I recognize it?
make a nature check.
Betty Brill.
This will be pretty high.
Yeah, it's gonna be very high.
No, I mean like the DC for like knowing exactly what it is, but
22.
22. You've seen a handful of amphibian creatures in your growing up. You live down the coast. This isn't necessarily your expertise down here. This doesn't look like anything that's a beast that you've seen. And I think that's, I know you rolled high, but I think that's all. Because there's no reason that this thing is from experience.
Is it trying to attack me at all? Or is it just trying to get away from me?
It's just trying to get away.
From investigating, it's like, does it appear to be like a juvenile or like a pre-juvenile of whatever
Yes.
species this is?
Yes.
Does it make any noise?
No. It just kind of is trying to slip. There's like a gurgly, like, wriggling effect, but that's mostly because of the liquid on your hand after grabbing it.
I'm gonna slowly squeeze it tighter and tighter to see if it starts to make any noise.
It does not.
I am going to crush it.
Okay. It crushes and eventually we should really start giving warnings on like trigger warnings or anything else like that. It like squishes in your hand and a greenish liquid kind of its blood protrudes from it.
I'm gonna take that and like mark the wall above the bowl,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna say, Marxus, you got any extra empty bottles?
Yeah, a few, yeah. How many do you want?
I don't know. I just start squeezing the green blood, just all the things, until we fill the bottle. I don't know how many there are.
Oh, out of all of them?
I just keep reaching in and
There's
squeezing.
probably about 6 in this pool. I think 6 in the other one that Marxus is by.
Does that
It takes
12 fill the bottle?
Oh, it fills the bottle before 12. Yeah.
That's
You.
So you fill you
kiddo.
kill about 8 of them, and it fills the bottle full of this blood, so to speak. I guess
Stuff. Yeah.
without a better term.
I don't know. Just gonna keep moving up. Then do a just gonna look about. 10.
As you enter
all
into
10.
this next segment, is Oki coming up? Are you guys joining?
they're-
What do you
yeah.
guys do?
He's been just kind of tagging along.
With you.
The snake is gone.
What are you doing?
Sticking it in the shadows and
No
like
one's-
being very stealthy,
Okay.
coming up, and I'm gonna try and like listen, because like knowing that they're invisible, trying to listen to see if I can hear any breathing or like footsteps to try and like locate
Make a
them.
perception check. Make a stealth check for me, plus 10 for the pass without a trace.
Okay. Stealth check is going to be a 22.
Total
Yes.
with the 10.
Yep. Yep, I rolled a 4.
Oh yeah, you did.
And then my perception is going to be a 24.
Okay. You hear the same kind of thrumming, pulsing, and it gets louder.
Okay.
And there's no casting that you hear, but you can start hearing the heartbeat of several creatures in the room ahead of you.
Am I, from hearing that, able to like locate where they are, or I just like get the general sense that they're in that room?
There is one off to your. It's 0, 10 degrees to your left,
Okay.
2 off to about 15, 20 degrees to your right.
Okay. Hey, guys. Before we go into this next room, I can hear them. There's creatures in there, and one is like 10 degrees this way, and then there's 2 that are like 20 degrees to this way, and then there's a really big like whoa 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 whoa.
What
That's
more
just
time?
like I don't. It's just like coming from like the vicinity. I can't locate where that one
What?
is. But
What
there's,
noise?
There's whoa whoa whoa.
I don't really get it.
Sorry, I wasn't paying attention.
Guys, but I can't do it again. We need to be quiet while we're moving in there. I'm telling you where these things are. Everybody needs to be aware and be aware of the whoa.
I casted thaumaturgy that time.
Oh,
It was just-
no.
No,
No,
but I went inverted. I made it really quiet. So
All right, cool. Just making sure.
Can I do like I don't know if it would be investigation or a perception check, like on the walls? Because I know you said that some spots were like smoother.
Yeah, make an investigation check. Are you proficient in masonry tools?
I think so. I think it's
Thieves.
Middle right.
it's thieves tools. Yeah. So I've got 17 for investigation.
You see these flat panels, and they're almost reminiscent of the dwarven structure that you guys have seen before in that big tunnel for Acris, and it's similar to that, where it's very angular and sharp edge, and kind of that stoic kind of feel. And then over it, there seems to be these curvatures, and they're also made of rock, but there's these soft curves that are kind of look like they've almost been added on.
I'll say, like, is it that they've been added on?
Yeah, like they've been either rubbed away, brushed
Okay.
away, molded in some way.
That was going to be my
Yeah.
question. Does it look like it was like some kind of animal that had rubbed it, or does it look like it was some kind of? Like, can I do a nature check to see if it was like water that was running through it that had eroded away, or if it was like some kind of creature
Make
that
an
did
Arcana
that?
check.
Okay.
While she's doing that, I'm just gonna taste the green stuff
16.
The blood.
that's still in my hand.
What?
Oh, I murdered all the things in the pool.
Yeah, we made a
Not all.
Did you kill them all?
8.
Or just
Oh, there's 8 plus the one I used as a
jar of blood, green blood.
Lord of the Flies.
yeah.
It was green.
So you are
16.
16.
blood.
You understand that there's
Save
there's
it.
probably spells that you can shape stone, you can melt, like move earth and that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And it may have been an effect from that, because it doesn't look like a natural thing would be able to make these kinds of curves. And like the rushing
Wow.
water aspect doesn't really make sense, because otherwise it's like rushing up the wall. Like how would the stalactite kind of thing not be?
It beats me. I don't know. I was just asking.
I'm just saying you're asking yourself this.
Yeah.
You don't need to answer me. I'm
So
telling
mad at
you
What I'm
how
thinking?
you're thinking.
I kind of just roll a 30 every
right.
time you tell me everything.
Right.
All right.
So it seems more of a magical thing that had happened than as, or a, okay.
You taste very, very bitter. And where normal blood has this irony taste to it, this metallic taste, this has this this almost like bitter and like chlorinated kind of taste and smell to it.
I'm gonna take some of it and grab another one out of the pool. I have Oki lay down fire. Does it react differently to fire?
It lights and shrivels up and burns and dies, but
I'm gonna grab another one. I'm gonna try and use my just like normal soft ice breath.
Okay.
And see if it reacts to ice.
it wriggles and freezes in place. Dies.
I'm gonna walk up to the
I'm
pool
gonna let
and
that be
grab
like a
it.
flavor breath, so you're not using your breath weapon.
Yeah, not weapon. It's like the
little
magic breath.
little bit. Yeah, I got you.
The
I'm
taunting.
gonna reach into this pool, come back over here as I see him kind of
many
doing
left.
that. From the other pool.
Oh yeah, we're
No,
down.
there were
We're
12
down.
total.
There are 12 total.
You're on the last one.
Oh. I'm gonna use my acid wraps. On it.
And you crush it in your hands, and the same thing happens.
Somebody's gonna be
See,
mad
they're
because
pretty
killed all
weak.
their babies.
All right.
Well, that's why I Lord of the Flies one. I'm trying to draw them out of hiding.
I also have one in a bottle.
I was hoping it would scream.
Oh,
Wake up, baby,
One
in
line.
a bottle.
okay.
It didn't.
Come on, melody, yeah. What?
Nothing.
Oh,
I told you what I heard.
Okay.
Like,
Do you think we should
Yeah,
keep
we
going
should-
forward,
we should
but like
just keep going.
stealthily, right?
okay. No, I'm
Do you
just
guys
gonna
do
go.
you guys want to play D&D?
I say we charge into the next room, and I see Marks is already ahead of me charging.
All right.
And I'm also using it.
As you charge into the next room, that's where we're gonna take a break.
we're charging? I'm not
Hey,
charging.
hey, Biddles, we're gonna take a break at the next room. So, thank you for joining us. Please stick around. We're gonna be back in about 5-10 minutes.
Yeah.
And
I'll
what?
tell you at the break.
We both have the same wavelength
Cool.
thought. Yeah.
5-10 minutes. We'll be right back here, and we're gonna figure out what's in this next room. Excellent. Welcome back. Our explorers here were delving deep into the dark and saw Rodarian, a rat folk creature, and quickly escaped from their sight. You just found a couple pools of tadpole-like creatures, which you decided to destroy all but one, where you took them and put them in a jar of your own, or a bottle.
Digging holes.
Sure.
Bottle hostages.
Oh. Excellent. So, you slowly start to walk into this other room, and it opens up into a wide cavern with a similar strange architecture. You still have a level of stress taking over you as you step into the open space, and that bitter taste is strong in your mouth, with the addition of a bitter chlorine kind of flavor, having tasted the blood of one of these tadpoles. You feel your muscles weaken, and the cloud of formaldehyde is even stronger. You see several small pools sporadically placed throughout the room. Occasionally that gurgling thrum can be heard, and there are several beams tending to the pools, and a small podium that can be seen not too far away. I'll show you what this looks like.
Oh.
Okay. Please be good, folks. I think they're good. Like real good.
I don't
You just
know.
Murdered a duck.
Yeah, just let's not like lead with that. You know?
Yeah, good.
Bottle.
All right. And so
His name is Gil.
Yo.
And what about Bob?
let's get right back here a little bit. Pool there. Pool there.
These several beams.
You were up front, right? Remember,
Martha's not. He was in front of me.
Seat down to the pool there. Pool there.
What the
Oh
fuck?
yes. Cool.
He was in front of me.
If you move the camera, I would just put your thumb over it so it's not like giving anybody sickness and then put it in. I just think I just saw it. I think you were to move it off there and put it somewhere. Anyway, whatever. It's a game. We're playing a game.
what did you think?
There is a large pool right where that camera's at, actually. Right behind it. And on the podium is an individual facing away from it.
Oh, good lord.
Just.
Enhance.
Ooh.
Oh no.
Later. You mind play here? Oh, good.
That was good.
Do they notice us?
Roll a stealth check.
Yeah, pass without it.
We still have that. Yay.
It's a super dirty 20.
Yeah, they don't see you right now.
I'm gonna. Yeah, go ahead.
I was
We're probably doing
gonna-
the same thing.
I was gonna go up behind this.
Yeah.
As you go up behind those, roll initiative.
What? All of us?
Yeah, probably all of you.
So I was like, move closer.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Nice. I got a 15.
30, 20.
Nice.
I'm gonna sneak up and be behind Kata. And whisper to him, and I'm imagining that it's gonna be like Dwight when he pushes that gadget there.
30, 20.
25 to 20. What was your total? 20. Alright, 15 to 20.
I got
19.
15. These things will. Just as they swoop down, they're going to take their.
they're going to take their surprise round.
Oh,
What?
I-
What is swooping?
You can't be surprised.
yeah.
I don't think I can be surprised.
I'm alert.
Yeah. I'm also-
So what does that mean in terms of surprise?
You can't be surprised by your targets. Yep. And they don't gain advantage on attack rolls against you as a result of being concealed.
Okay, so this round, you guys will then get a turn this round before they do. So you have a turn basically.
Mantis.
Steve, so what would you like to do on your turn? Your
Uh,
non-surprise round.
they are like swooping up at me.
They're entering the space. They have yet to move or do anything or swoop because you guys can't be surprised.
Okay.
I can be surprised.
I am going to. I am going to short bow shoot at the one over here,
Sure then.
and have Kofi reaction lighted on fire,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna yell, or I'm gonna mention to you're behind, yeah, that there's another one over here as I shoot. I'm gonna try. Basically, I want to alert them to this one and let you know that this one's here without making a ton of noise.
Okay.
Okay, got it.
Roll an attack at disadvantage. Yes.
Thread and needle.
Oh.
One.
You threw a hand axe
No.
or shot a bow. So you shoot a arrow and it flies, and you think you would have hit this thing, and it's not. It has this weird effect where it kind of is displacing itself as it's kind of hovering in the air. And you think you hit it, and you hit where it was, or what shadow, or some kind of form of its astral self, as if it's like kind of flickering in and out.
Yep.
Would you like to do anything?
I can use my bonus action to hide more behind this rock in like the corner against the wall, and then I'm gonna cast Chill Touch.
Right.
22 to hit.
22 hits.
I normally
For her, it's
I go to
For rogue.
buy it.
yes.
Okay. But,
Chill touch is 120 at 1d8.
oh, it's 2d8 across.
2d8. Oh, it's because of your level.
Okay. Sorry, I should have been more prepared. I didn't
It's all good.
I'm gonna do 10 damage.
Okay. 10 damage, and then it also does something else on it, right?
It's necrotic. Yeah. The target can't regain hit points until the end of, or the start of its next turn. Oh, okay. Cool.
So you're an anti-heal. Against undead targets, it also has disadvantage on its attack rolls. So if it were undead, it's not 100% not only does it they can't heal, but an undead also would have disadvantage on attacks. For future reference.
Okay. Do I need to do a stealth since I'm hiding?
Yeah. Your bonus action hiding. Full stealth check.
Okay. 31.
Oh yeah.
Cool, yeah. I don't know where you're at. Who's like, is anybody like looking beyond these rocks towards
like-
the podium?
I'm like kind of like peering over.
Make a perception check.
Ooh. Come on. All right. 13.
13. As you're fighting these swooping creatures, you still, because you guys have passed out a trace, nobody seems to notice you. But there is an individual on a podium that seems to be speaking out in some language you do not know. What language do you know? I love this. Actually, I forgot.
Common and halfling.
And halfling, excellent.
there seems to be a large pool on the other end of the podium. Like,
Right here.
yes. And as, yeah, that's it right now.
Alright,
I'm checking to see how
Oh,
far
no,
I
do your
went
thing.
away.
Do your thing.
who's up?
I think they're he doesn't have bonus.
No.
Well,
No.
Oh.
They are
Jesus
that was
Christ.
their bonus round. Yeah. So this is the surprise round.
Well, that's stupid.
Yeah. Alert.
danger.
Yeah.
Danger.
So, the one closest to Marxus is going to run up on Marxus and slam into him in his body. Does
It's like
a
that Pokemon.
7 hit?
No.
So it goes to slam and hit you, and it just kind of bounces off. It's not very big, and it's not very heavy and hardy in itself, but it seemed to have been going for your head.
I'm gonna use a reaction with Polearm Master to smack it.
Sure.
A 12?
A 12 does not hit. Which one did you hit? That one? Okay.
Oh, yeah.
This one. Excellent. So, it's going to do that. The other one is going to, now that you're hidden and it doesn't see where the attack came from, it looks over and it sees Marxus peeking over this rock and getting slammed in the head, and is going to cast Magic Missile.
Who is this? That
I'm
one?
not worried about it. We're good. Basically. Just wait.
And these 3 bursts of energy come and strike at
I already used my reaction. Fuck.
you and hit you, dealing 4, 4, and 3 damage.
Damn.
Just they kind of wind up.
Okay.
All right.
I don't get another reaction, right? You get one reaction like per round.
It refreshes at the beginning of your turn. We are at the top of the order with Marxus.
Cool.
You want a reaction?
Can I use my reaction on the deflect missiles? Alright, I'm gonna step of the wind, come out from behind here, and I'm gonna like zigzag my way through so that I don't enter into their areas. And I'm gonna come right up to this guy, and I want to like interrupt its ritual by beating the hell out of it with my quarterstaff. A 10 to hit, but I'm gonna spend a, yeah, I think I can still use a couple key points to try and turn it into a hit, right? Where is that? Where is that? I know it's a thing I can do. I get to like spend each key point is 2, I think is what it is, to like give me. So I'm gonna spend 2 more and make it a 14 to hit.
14.
And are they like? Would I get advantage because it's a sneak?
You running up? Actually, no.
Step of the
You
wind.
would not get advantage
All right.
because it.
Because. Excellent.
Because.
Excellent. So yeah. I've already done. So that's wait point.
And
Well,
14 to
yeah. Cool. Excellent.
type.
And then, because that would have. Why can't I find the thing? Oh, focus damage. Haha. Oh, I can spend 1 to 3 key points. I'm gonna spend one more and make it a 16.
16 hits.
Yeah! Cool! And I'm gonna, so hit it with the pole arm, doing, 6 bludgeoning damage on whatever. Do I interrupt its, whatever it's doing? Like, overall goal.
As you go up and strike it and you hit it, it takes a blow on its shoulder and looks back at you and doesn't say anything, but you see a smooth, mucus-covered being with 4 tentacle tendrils sticking out from where its mouth would be. And this abnormally large head, he's drawing with his kind of mucusy hands a spell that he seems to be preparing. And he turns around and you hear in your head, "You fools! You dare come in our realm?"
You can hear this. All of us can.
He can hear it.
Yeah, I don't think they know we're here yet. I think they just think a cat is here.
They know you're here.
Oh, they.
So as you run up, you catch the attention of the others. He turns around to you, and from the pool behind him, a giant brain-like creature
What
emerges.
the hell?
Cool. Giant brain.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Giant
And you
brain.
feel and hear the thrumming of these
Well, those obviously have something to do with this.
this thrumming, and you can feel it. It's like under the ground below you.
I'm gonna use my second attack, and that's gonna be a 19.
Your second attack is 19
Yeah.
hits.
Doing 4 more damage. Oh wait, excuse me, because it's a D4. Because it's the... Wait, nope, it's the normal one. Sorry, 4 more damage overall.
Cool.
So doing, what was that, 10 damage on the round?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
10 damage on the round.
Yep.
Kata, you are up next.
Okay, so
We're both
but I'm going to 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna face this one right at it. And then, so that was my movement. And then as my action, I am going to use my breath weapon, my draconic essence. And yeah, we're still like kind of sketched out down here. Like we still feel anxious.
Yeah. It's not going to affect you,
Yeah.
but you want to flavor this.
Yeah. So like where before it would be like a really cool thing. This is more like I sneeze, like ah, and but a 15-foot cone of like icy cold air radiates from me in this direction towards these two and over the top of this pool.
All right.
nice.
What is the dex saving throw they have to make?
14.
You both miss. And they take
10 cold damage,
cool,
including the pool.
including the pool save. The pool saved because there's nothing in the pool.
Okay. And then for my bonus attack, use a spell slot to mark. I'm going to use Searing Smite.
Searing Smite on your attack. Is that like
It's from my next attack.
Oh.
It adds.
oh, it just says whatever your next attack is, but that's your bonus attack. All right, cool. So you have Searing Smite. That's it. Coming up on your next attack. Next we have Narnet, followed by Orla.
I'm gonna keep my head over the rock and go and throw 2 daggers at this thing.
Sure thing.
Um,
You're hiding, so I
Cool.
will use advantage and sneak attack.
Also, we're no longer stealth bonus.
You're no longer stealth.
That's
Okay.
not a crazy.
You're no longer stealth. They're well aware that you're
18 for the first one, and then 14 for the second one.
both hit.
How many dice are you rolling for this?
Alright. And then, alright, for the first one, plus these. Oh, I don't need those.
They're D6s, dude. I'm just kidding.
13.
Oh, man.
It's Lindsay that needs all these fours.
Yeah.
Plus
44.
A lot of daggers.
13, 18. 18 damage for the first dagger.
18 damage. You throw this dagger and it pins this thing up against the wall and it just stays there and drops like this.
Alright, cool.
Where's that second dagger going? Because the first dagger did it. So.
Alright. So I pivot, and what, I can go like 60 feet to throw? Yeah, I can go 60 feet
Gotcha,
to
right?
throw.
Gotcha.
But that's, I think I did advantage. And 20 feet is right there.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll throw it at that guy.
Cool. You stepping out from behind that rock?
Yeah. Move. And then, I'm guessing I'm not at second row, right? 17 to hit.
17 hits.
And that's gonna do 6 damage.
6 damage.
Oh, it is?
Minus 2 daggers, yeah.
Hit against the wall.
Hell yeah.
Triple blacklist.
All right. 6
Um,
damage to him. It's not looking so hot. You can launch this dagger as he's still kind of chilled, dusting off his frost. A dagger sinks deep into his shoulder.
And I'm gonna bonus action and hide again behind this.
All right. Bonus action hide. Roll a stealth check.
12.
All right. Up next is Orla.
alright, I'm gonna move up. 5, 10 right here. And I'm going to cast my spell called Flow. So I'm gonna, in my little pouch, I have a little vial and I take out something like really sticky. And I whisper some words and just shoot out this like web of super thick molasses. But I get to choose up to 6 characters, so it's not that anybody that's within this radius, I can choose who gets hit by it. So it's a 40-foot cube, which I've been trying to do the math on that. but,
It's
like,
8 squares by 8 squares.
okay. So would that be considered this way?
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's far
4.
end. 1, 2. So if this were 3, 4, you could go from like basically here, right?
Mhm.
From here to that thing,
Mhm.
and then you get 6 in this direction. So 1, 2, 5, 6.
So yeah.
So I could
you
choose
would
1,
hit-
2, and 3.
You
But
would.
could I get that guy?
Not that one, no. Not if you wanted to hit that one.
Yeah.
But if you miss that one, you could get all of these.
Here's what we'll do. We'll get you all 4, and what we'll do is we'll take that cube and turn it. So you have angle,
Okay.
angle, 1, 2,
Okay.
and then yeah,
Cool.
you'd be able to.
All right, so this guy, this is a very complex spell. So I alter time around up to 6 creatures of my choice in a 40-foot cube within range. Each target must succeed a wisdom saving throw or be affected by this spell for the duration. And then once they do that, we'll talk about the rest.
Stealth for my next turn.
Yeah, me too.
What time? What do they do?
There's one of these.
So the saving throw is a wisdom saving throw of 15 or higher.
So the
cloaky kind of figure is going to get. Is going to fail. Nope. Close to you. Nope. That one. Yep. He's going to fail.
Okay.
So he takes.
So, but wait, it's not that they take damage. They're just affected by the spell for the duration. So, do everybody's wisdom saving throw,
Yep.
and then we'll talk about what that is.
Going clockwise around the room. He saves a 15.
Mhm.
Does that save?
It's a 15 or higher, yes.
So it meets, so it beats.
Okay.
A 8 loses,
This.
and a 7 loses.
Okay, so he's the only one not affected. So
Mhm.
these three are. Okay. An affected target speed is halved, and it takes a -2 penalty to AC and dexterity saving throws, and it can't use its reactions. On its turn, it can use either an action or a bonus action, but they cannot use both.
Okay.
Regardless of the creature's abilities or magic items, it can't take more than one melee or ranged attack during its turn. So it
Okay.
can only hit once. If the creature attempts to cast a spell with a casting time of one action, roll a d20. On 11 or higher, the spell does not take effect until the creature's next turn,
Okay.
and the creature must use its action on that turn to complete the spell. If it can't, the spell is wasted.
Okay. Cool.
And it says a creature affected by the spell makes another wisdom saving throw at the end of each of its turn. And a successful save, the effects end for it.
Cool.
I am then going to
Is that my bonus action?
no, that was my action. I
my
am
move.
then going to use my bardic inspiration, so it's within 60 feet, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. I'm going to give it to Marxus, and what I'm going to say,
Yep.
I'm going to say, you must tell yourself, no matter how hard it is, or how hard it gets, I'm going to make it.
Kill.
All right. And then that's my turn.
All right. Just that. That's it.
Yeah. Is that okay?
Yeah.
No,
it's
you
fine.
should do more.
Yeah.
What?
All right. So, in order, this guy, because I'm dealing with far too many guys rushed in. I thought it was going to be a little bit more precise, but yeah, why would I have thought of that? So this guy is going to turn, look over at Orla, and cast Magic Missile. It rolled an 11. Does that mean it succeeds on this turn
It does not. Be a 15 or higher.
for the casting of a spell?
Oh, wait. Yeah, that is an 11, so it does succeed.
Okay.
It
So
has to be 11 or higher. So it means it beats.
and it rolls 2, 5, and 3. So 10 points of damage as these magic missiles
A who?
strike
To
and
me?
hit you. Yes.
Ah!
Excellent roll.
10 damage?
missile. Yes.
Alright.
10. All right. So, cool. That's him. Next up, Carvin is going to jump off the back of Oki,
Oh, yes.
Oh, Carvin.
run up on this thing,
God.
and draws the short sword that you gave him
Yes.
and attacks.
Yes.
Carvin is going to
Carbon like Martin, girl.
Carvin like Marvin. And he hears you say that, and he goes, huh? And misses
Oh,
entirely.
no.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh.
And then Carvin is going to, I'm so sorry, it wasn't my fault.
Never listen to me again.
I was trying to be like a bard and like I'm Carbon like Martin, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Then he is going to bail and run away,
Oh, good.
Yeah.
back over behind you and in front of Oki, and does not take a opportunity attack because he's a skirmisher. He's a skirmisher.
I love that.
So, I don't know if that's how skirmisher works, but I've never played that kind of rogue. So, we will continue.
How it works in this game.
Yeah, it is. Up next are the big 3 rat guys. The first one that did save
That one.
is going to turn and look at Kata and launch a triple attack of flurry daggers.
Woo!
19, 17, and a 14.
2 hit. First.
2 hit. Dealing 6 and 6 damage to you. 12 damage out of the 2. He launches them, and they kind of like one throw shoots 3 off at you.
How much damage?
6.
So when they hit, I hit this guy.
Yep. That one.
This one. I turn and I look at him, and I just blast right in his face.
All right. All right. That's them. Cool. Perfect. So, the next one goes.
The things you
No.
don't want your DM to say.
and it's,
excellent.
going,
Yeah.
it's going to be the Mind Flayer. Is then going to. Where's my Mind Flayer notes? Cool.
Yeah, I
And looks down at you and make a Wisdom saving throw for me, please.
Ah! 19!
19. He
Oh, wait. Yes. Correct. 19.
he looks over at you and goes, "Submit." And you
Oh no.
you feel one knee drop, and you think about all the times that all of the other headmasters would like just punish you for being you and unapologetically be like just a dick and like beating you and all of that, and you drop to your knee and you raise up and you stand in defiance.
Hell yes.
I don't say anything.
I wonder if I
just
can do this
stare
right
back
now.
at his beak.
You know what I'm talking about?
could've.
Can I do it right now?
If it worked, I mean, you're talking about counter charm?
No, I'm talking about
Alright,
magical
do whatever you
inspiration.
want.
So I have magical inspiration. If a creature has a bardic inspiration die from you and casts. Oh wait.
Do you have a bardic inspiration die?
I do.
He does, but I think that it says cast a spell that restores hit points or deals damage. Did you like do any spells right then or there? Was
I
that
have
just
0 spells.
okay? I'll wait.
Okay.
I will wait.
Good.
But I don't say anything back. I just look in his beady eyes and just give him the 1,000-yard stare.
From around the corner, you hear this rumbling.
What the
Oh.
hell?
It's kind of fast.
What is happening?
And
What?
Fucking coming at us now.
Oh, it's so much bigger.
What?
he comes storming around the corner,
Look at his little pestle.
and he has like this weird like growths on him and this weird rot and decay, as if he's been kind of either manipulated in some necrotic way or experimented on or something along those lines. So he
What?
comes storming around the corner.
What did we get ourselves into?
I really shouldn't
Oh.
have printed it.
This is like my favorite kind of dungeon. You just get to murder so many rats.
Okay.
I figure if you're gonna murder rats, I may as well give him like
We
real
didn't have a
image.
long rest.
Do the
That's-
rats resemble Rodarians? Like, are they clearly Rodarians?
Yes,
Like, do they have
but
colors and
manipulated.
Guys, my spells
Guess what's killing with left?
All right, so this thing is what's going on?
Thanks to Archvillain Games, by the way. These are some dope minis.
We are.
Look at its lungs. I'm disgusted.
They
like,
are
you can,
so
like I
dope.
want to try and pop this.
Ew.
Oh,
This
God.
works.
No, but like look at it. Look
I
at
know,
the
I
head
painted
of
it.
that thing.
Remind. Yeah, I'm taking. There's
We'll,
a whole bunch
we'll,
of things I just
we'll
wrote
take a bunch of
no
pictures and we'll post.
Yeah.
that I can't say now, but I will say later.
Okay.
This is another one.
You have a running tab of things to say during the hangover.
Yeah.
All right.
It just says no, and I point to them.
Excellent. So that creature's gonna come in, and
It's not this. They're not.
Step
like,
towards you, Marxus, if you want to move him next to Marxus. He does take up, that much room.
Lord!
So he's going to step towards you, Marxus, and make a multi-attack of slams.
Are we all gonna die down here?
23 and a 21.
Both of those hit.
Both of those hit.
Checks out.
And the first slam is going to do 9 damage. And the second's going to do 9 damage. So you take 18 bludgeoning damage. It just goes, slams you around. Make a DC, make a strength saving throw. 10. And he scoops you up in your hand despite how big he is. He has you grappled in one of his palms.
That's cool. I appreciate that.
Okay, so going to the little guys again in the very end, you see out of the tide pools.
Got me to flip them?
No.
There's
You see
Oh, we knew it!
3 tentacles
Nice
from the big
job.
brain suck down
You knew
and
it.
shoot back up through the tide pool.
Wait,
In
is there
another-
water in it or not water?
There's water in it. Empty.
You said there were pools.
It doesn't have things in it.
Oh, I tried to freeze that one.
Oh, you were
He
trying to
did.
freeze
He
the water?
did freeze that one.
All right.
He did, and successfully did so.
And what was the? I mean, yeah, you would have froze it. I'm gonna make a strength check for these things.
For that one.
If we didn't break through the frozen.
Here's what I'll do. It rolled a natural 1. So its first attack is going to be breaking through. Okay?
Fair.
So it doesn't get a turn this time. But the other one does. And despite not being as impressive of a tentacle,
That one breaks
it does slither out and lash at you
Yeah.
from the distance that you're at. It has a 30-foot range.
Gross.
So
Nope.
this tentacle
That's
comes
on the
out,
list.
lashes at you, and attacks with
Let's see what this one.
23 hit. 23 hit. Okay. Dealing 10 damage as it slaps and hits you. Make a strength check for me, please.
Check. That's not saving throw, right? That's just a check.
Yeah, strength saving throw, sorry.
18.
19. It goes to wrap around your leg, and you're able to just pick it off. As if it's nothing. Alright, so all of that happened.
Dear Lord.
Now we're back at the top of the order for Marxus. He has been like fucking kicking ass on
Will
all
you
the
still allow me
fights, so
to
like, I'm
the
just gonna see
the
what
This
happens.
is-
reaction
this is
opportunity attack
insane.
on them entering my space on the last one? Very much click on that.
Yeah, I'll allow it. But this is
Okay.
your one for the entire
12.
campaign. 12.
You,
On that big old guy.
He doesn't have any armor.
Right? Is that metal
He
that's
has
on him,
natural
though?
armor. 12 does not hit.
damn it.
Is that metal that he has around him, though?
It is.
Curious.
They do look like chains. It's got heat metal.
I'll say sure for that.
Alright. Fuck.
Start killing some things so I can have blessed ability.
No.
Stop bringing more
going
out.
to use my I'm gonna use my hands to try and like rip his claws off of me to like break the grapple. Natural 20 for a 25.
Yes.
What did you do?
So natural 20 for 25.
Yes.
He rolled a natural 19
Wow.
for 26.
Did he use a spell?
I love how all over. You're like, is that a spell? Are we using spells? I can help out.
I'm imagining that this is like when we try and get one of the cats in the cat carrier for like putting them like to go to the vet, and they're like, "Arr!" It's like, nope, I still got you.
Yeah.
I like grab his claws, and he like is like looking around the room, and I'm like, yes, and he just looks at me and goes, and just snaps
you
back
back up,
shut.
yeah. Give bonus actions or any key
Yeah, that
points or
doesn't
anything.
count as an attack though, right? It's just a. Can I
On
like?
your action.
Damn. All right. Shoot. Well then, I'm going to.
Quick long rest
That's
real
what we
quick
all
here.
do.
That'd be good.
Oh my gosh.
I'm going to bonus action a bonus action of dodge, I guess.
Bonus action of dodge.
Yeah.
Sure. Let's see how that works.
I don't know how that'll work.
I don't know either.
I'm currently grappled,
Okay.
but I gotta do something. I'm already looking down half my hit points. Tanking did not work very well.
What does this stout do again?
Oh, the stout. If that one is,
The coffee. Quickling.
Yes.
Cup of quickling.
yeah.
Yeah. Makes me faster.
You have an increased
Yeah.
range. and-
Increase your movement by 10 feet, and you have advantage on all dex saving throws for now.
Cool. So I'm gonna crush this stout.
Cool. It's a bonus action.
Cool. And then because I drank it really fast, I'm gonna burp quite profusely.
Okay.
And the burp is gonna kind of just almost like mist, like combine with the icy dragonness of my breath, and just kind of
Okay.
like hover in the air. And then I'm gonna take these hand axes and throw them at the brain.
I like how that was all flavor.
Oh,
I'm
it gets
gonna
better.
burp and it gets misty.
Oh,
wait.
And then that's
better.
it.
It gets better. It gets better.
Cool.
Brain.
The brain is tucked away behind a bench, a individual, and another giant creature. It will be under, it'll be under like 3/4 cover, which gives it +5 to its AC. For context, I just want to make sure that before you go throwing the axes, letting you know it's going to be a pretty rough try to hit.
Okay, well then, I got what, extra 10 to my movement speed? So... Oh. Wait, this guy's...
As I'm being crushed, I'm like, no, you can come on in, man.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40.
Cool. Make a. I'm gonna make an attack roll for opportunity attack as you left that guy's space. He rolled a 4, and the big guy is going to swat at you, and he rolled a 13.
Need a sit.
Cool. So one swipes at you and misses, and the other guy, holding Marxus, swipes at you with a back throw, back hit. Sure. Yeah.
Okay.
I like Tito. I feel like there's a lot of things on the table right now.
No, I'm gonna keep them off.
Okay, I just want to keep that in mind. Thank you.
She's got a good grip, like a
Yeah.
giant rat.
Very
has
giant
a cat.
rat-like grip.
Yes. What's your wife?
Okay.
Okay.
She has strong grip.
I'm gonna tell this story because I didn't realize the cover was really affected. I was operating. I still drank the beer, but Oki moved first, so his.
Well, it's his turn now, right?
Well, my
He goes
turn's not
after-
done.
Oh, you're trying to split up your turn and his turn?
Can he go before me, or does he have to go?
Yes.
He has to go after. Okay, hold on.
What are you trying to do? Talk to me. Convince me, and we'll talk.
I want him within range to use his reaction.
Okay, that's good. You can
Okay, so he's just up here,
Yeah.
close enough. So now, what is the cover on that?
The cover is probably half.
Okay.
Adding 3 to its DC.
Okay, so that's fine. So the attacks were +7, so 20 and 21.
20 and 21. You throw your first axe. It ignites.
The 20 or the 21?
Whatever your first throw
Okay,
is.
yeah, that's the first one. Yeah.
The first one. It ignites and it stops midair, and a ripple effect on
something, some
Yeah.
barrier around this thing prevents it from passing through.
Here?
Yes.
Okay.
What would you like to do
Force
for
field
your
around the
other
brain.
nets?
So the other one, I mean, I already, I can't reach target at this point, right?
Yeah, you can retarget, but you're gonna rethrow, or you're gonna reroll.
Okay,
Because
so
I'm like basically having you do your first attack first,
Which-
see what happens. Now you're gonna get a second attack.
okay, so the second attack, then I'll shift to the stage, the mind flayer,
Okay,
and take aim at that one.
sure thing. And roll for an attack. 9 does not hit. Do you have more than your 2 axes?
No. No.
The 1 is close enough for
I'm
you to
gonna give
grab.
a sword away.
Yeah.
The other one flew and we'll say is over by behind the guy with the giant wrench looking thing.
Yeah. All right.
All right. Up next, Narnit, then Orla, then Bat Thing.
I'm gonna. Alright, you go. You are. Alright, I'm gonna dash as my bonus action. 5, 10, 25, 30, 35, 40 to get up behind this giant rat thing.
Cool.
Okay.
Guy tried to make an opportunity attack and fell on his own face. So
Okay, good.
don't worry about that.
Alright.
Don't worry about
Excellent.
that.
I was like, perfect opportunity attack, natural 1. Never mind.
And I'm going to stab at this with my rapier and dagger. Alright, so rapier's gonna be the yellow one. 8 and a 19.
19 hits.
Okay, so the 19 is the dagger, and I'm gonna use my sneak attack on that since Marxus is within 5 feet. And I'm guessing he's occupied with
Uh-huh.
holding him. So 4, 6, 12, 15, 16, 20 damage.
20 damage, and you stab and pierce through the armor, sinking deep into its flesh, and it roars out in anger, letting go of Marxus.
Welcome, Marxus. Teamwork. That's the
Is
end
that
of my
with your
turn.
dagger too? Was the total was it 20?
Yes.
Okay, just want to make sure.
Yep.
Um,
And my
all right,
rapier
that's your
missed.
turn.
Yep, that's my turn.
Orla's up, then Batty, then Carvin. Should figure out what Carvin's gonna do.
So,
He drooled all over my paper.
Yeah, it's kind of his thing.
I'm going to.
It's like my whole thing.
Okay, 20, and then run up to this guy. Is there a pool? I should have asked this question before.
Yes.
Whatever you'd like.
There's still water there, yes?
There's a tentacle sticking out.
Yes, but how much water is there? Can I...
There's you don't see the bottom. And it made it seem like the tentacles were probably coming through some tube of some kind to get to that pool, some underground, because it came from the brain. The tentacle disappeared from the brain and then appeared in the pool.
I'm going to I'm going to take out my potion of create or destroy water and put a couple of drops in there.
So you're gonna use the potion.
Jeez.
Mhm.
I mean, that is definitely too big of a pool for that to work.
But if it's connected.
And
Do
you
it.
don't know how
He
much
gave
water-
me how much it was. He gave me how much
can
water it
manipulate 10
was.
gallons.
So 10 gallons, like that would not be, you know what I mean? That pool would definitely be much bigger than that. So I'm just
Gallons
gonna,
like a kid.
yeah. So I'm just gonna use it in there,
Okay. So you
destroying water.
yeah.
Clearly,
So you cast Destroy Water, and the water, you see this brackish liquid crash in and shatters the vial, and it starts to flow throughout the pool, and the brackish, like, clean in comparison looking liquid starts to take over the other. And then as it does, the clear liquid just ceases to be.
Now I have a question.
Yeah.
Is this one and this one connected?
Yeah, they're all connected to the brain.
Now, would you say that this one and this one equal 10 gallons of water?
No. I would say one is 10 gallons. And what happens is this one recoils, sucks back in, and then moments later, that empty, you see the tentacle appear at another location. So you like basically shut down that pool and took away some of the water. Physics would tell us that what would happen was really the water would level out and it'd just be a little bit more shallow everywhere else, but they're not a DM. Cool.
So that was considered my action.
That it's drinking potions and everything else.
I'm a rapid drinker,
You were
so-
using the action though. You're like using an object. If you were drinking an
Pulling a
action,
cork stopper,
Okay.
dumping it,
Yeah.
tossing the
if you were
bottle.
drinking it, I would say it would be. It's like, yeah. It's a bonus action if you drink it. If you're like using a potion or like an item, basically, it would say I'd say it's an action.
Okay. So I'm going to. I'm going to look at Narnip and I'm going to say, believe you can, and you're halfway there. And I'm going to give her a bardic inspiration.
Is that a D6?
A D8.
Thanks.
All
And
right.
that's my turn.
This thing, still slowed,
Mm-hmm.
it's going to move up to you, Lindsay,
Of course it is.
and it's going to do a slam attack on you
Of course it is.
and a. Oh, come on, where is it? A 20 hits,
Yeah.
and it deals 4 damage. So it kind of bumps into you.
It's not bad.
They're not really strong. The slam is more like to. I mean, you saw
Do
it
I
going
get an
through your
opportunity
head,
attack
so
because it came into my space?
No, but if it leaves your space, you do.
Okay.
He's the only one that gets that because he has a fancy feat that does it.
I'm just asking.
Sure do.
You never
Good
know.
answer.
You
Horrible.
never know.
But you've opened up the opportunity for Carvin to run up. Carvin's going to run up and make an attack with his short sword,
Oh yeah.
which
Part
gives
of it.
14. Cool. So a 19 or a 9, but he has advantage, so he takes the 19.
Ooh.
Gives him the 1 damage.
Oh, no.
Short sword.
I would die because this guy was like hurting. I would literally die if it like was that.
But because it was a sneak attack, and he's a rogue, it does 12 damage overall.
Oh my gosh. Is
So-
it dead?
Yep.
Oh my
Carvin
god!
Stabs into this thing, and at first the hit looks like it misses, and it like grazed its wing, but you realize it went through its wing and straight into its body, and it falls to the ground. He's like, "What is happening?"
You're like, I don't know, but that was amazing.
I know. So up next, up next, the rat guys are gonna go. The first one is going to attack Oki, seeing this giant dragon, and he's going to throw a dagger at him, for a 20 that hits Oki, and deals 7 damage to Oki. Excuse me. The other ones that are slowed are going to step over. One's going to step over to Oki, and then the other one is going to, I think, try to make its whole movement, but it's not. So it'll end up right behind Marxus, but not next to him. So he's just out of reach from Marxus and can't do anything for his turn because he's super slowed. Good call, Linz.
Yes.
So the other one is going to make an attack on Oki and rolls a 9 plus 3. So 12 because of math.
Nice.
No dice. And misses Oki, and Oki just roars out at him. And
Is he frightened by his roar?
No.
Oh. Second.
Just checking.
Just
The
making up things.
was
I
the
guess
roar
that's what
spell.
we're all doing.
Making up things.
That's all what we're doing.
Mm-hmm.
We're literally playing imaginary. What was that?
So it was the roar spell.
Yeah, he cast roar. And it was 3 times louder than normal roars.
Thaumaturge.
How is everybody's health?
Ugh.
Good.
Yeah, fine.
57 out of 96.
So the Mind Flayer
I might be in worse shape here.
Okay.
What a big red.
sees you being taken care of, and he is going to look over at. He's going to look over at Kata and cast Mind Blast. And the Mind Flayer magically emits a psychic energy 60-foot cone, and each creature must succeed a intelligence saving throw.
Come on, smart man.
18.
Nice.
We'll go in lots of dice. Dice Tower's getting a workout.
Bring Vegas on your legs.
Dog, my Dice Tower getting a workout.
All right, you you succeed the saving throw, and it's not even half. So you beat the 15 DC on a it was an intelligence saving throw, right?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Yeah, you beat it. Cool.
I look at the mind player and I just say, I now know what it is to have no mind. Good try.
Ooh, that was
That's
good.
good.
Nice.
Been to one before.
Not
going back.
One before. All right, so it's Mind Flayer. Big guy's gonna go, and he's going to.
Which one? I was gonna. What?
The brain hasn't done
What is?
anything.
No,
There's
but it's also
tentacles
behind
The
a.
brain just has tentacles
The
that are going
tentacles.
off underneath it, and a wall of force in front of it.
Let's
I
not
don't mind
break
telling you
that.
guys that because
Oh, I already tried it.
Let's not.
Some kind of force field.
you got a force
He's the
field.
one with the force.
All right, so he is going to clean Arnett as you stabbed right into him. He's going to make 2 slam attacks against you.
Okay.
First one is a 26, and the second one is a 25.
Yeah.
The first one is going to do 8 damage. And the second one's going to do 4.
Okay. Can I use Uncanny Dodge only once for that, for my reaction? Or...
For the 8.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. So, 6 total? No,
So 8 total
8 total. Thank you.
instead of 14.
Okay.
He's going to attempt to grapple you now that he has dropped Marxus. Please make a dexterity strength throw for me. Or nope, that's 2
What's
different
that
things.
mean?
Strength saving throw. Make
Ah,
a strength
like,
save.
oh,
Or you can, you know
new?
what? Here,
Roll your dice.
make a acrobatics or a athletics check.
Okay, I'm gonna do acrobatics. Not athletics. 12.
12. It does not beat. He scoops you up in one hand, holding you tight. You are grappled. Which means
You are
your
grappled.
speed is 0,
Okay.
and yeah, that's it.
Alright.
All right. That's him. Little guy. Tentacles, that's what that is. The tentacles are going to swipe over at Marxus and at you, Kata. Marxus, it hits for...
I did take dodge on my last.
Yeah, you did.
I can't believe that went out. He was so excited.
Both rolled a 4, actually. And a... Yeah, there's so much going on. You guys need to kill more of them.
We're trying.
I know.
Yeah,
I
man.
know.
We're giving
next
it our
one is a
fucking
You have
best.
10 things out there.
20.
For bitching to us about us fighting a room full of 20 guards, you're throwing 10 creatures at
Yeah.
us. You were like, well, how would I actually do this? Let's do it in real life.
It smacks at you and gives you 10 damage.
Who is this?
It'll attempt to grapple you if you want to
That
make a
big guy?
strength check or a strength saving throw for me, please.
This one?
What's your dexterity saving throw?
+5.
+5. Is that higher than your acrobatics?
Yes,
It is. By how much?
by 3.
By 3. We'll say your dexterity saving throw would have gotten you out of that.
Wiggle
Love
out.
that.
Wiggle out.
26.
26. Yeah, you do not get grappled by this thing. It's attempting to lash out at you.
Does he get an opportunity attack because it came into its space and then it's about to recoil?
That is my polearm master. A opportunity attack without polearm master is whenever it leaves your space.
But I'm saying it's about to
saying it's
recoil.
like it
So
hits.
it's like it's coming in,
Recoil.
but it's about to like go back to its own area.
I would say no because it's the reach that is hitting.
Okay.
Its body. If it were something that had a glaive is 10 reach.
Okay.
That wouldn't, it would be the weapon that has that reach, not the
Right.
attack itself.
Oh no. No, that's totally fine.
All right, so that's all of the things I can do. So Marxus, you're up. Kata,
All right.
Narnet,
All
Orla.
right.
Oh, speaking of
We got
polearm
this, we got it,
master,
we got it.
I'm gonna look at the big dude, and he's actively engaged with Narnet, right?
Sure.
So I would get advantage on attack.
Yep, because of flanking.
Excellent. I'm going to make 3 attacks with my quarterstaff, one of them being a bonus action with polearm master.
Sure.
A 18 for the first one.
Hits.
A 25 for the second one.
Hits.
And a 21 for the third one.
Oh yeah.
So I'm gonna be throwing 3d6s plus 9.
Nice.
God, I can't do math. 23 damage.
23 damage. All right.
Yep.
So you. Cha-cha-cha. Is that what you do? No, that. Oh yeah, that's better. Mine
It's
was
the
like
pocket
a dance. Mine was the cha-cha-cha.
I go 1, 2, cha cha cha.
Love it.
That's good. There you go. I'm gonna have to take a level in Bard.
And that is my
You
turn.
moving?
All stead.
All right. Up next, Kata.
On attack action, since I have 2 weapon fighting, can I do like 1 weapon move and then another weapon? Okay, so I'm gonna take my one hand that I still have and throw it at the mind flayer, and on its way there, Oak is gonna light that one on fire.
Okay.
Then I'm gonna jump up on that little stage and run up and try and neck knife the mind flayer with my dagger, which will also light on fire.
Oak
Because
only has one reaction.
Searing Smite is on my next melee attack.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. I like how the camera hasn't autofocused because Dan left.
Right.
Sorry,
Bob.
everyone, but there's nothing we can really do about it. So let's do your first attack.
X-ray. Peace.
Yep.
Wait, that doesn't do that when I leave, right? On Gina?
I don't know. No, I don't think
That's
so.
weird.
Got to change my
Dan made it so he's the most difficult part.
Oh.
Okay. So okay. Oh man. So which?
First attack.
You tell me which one goes with which, or somebody else.
Just
should-
roll one die. No, but roll one at a time. We'll do one at a time.
So first one's 14, so that's the throwing one.
And that's at the Mind Flayer?
That's they're both going.
Okay,
So it's,
that misses.
well, it's 21,
Oh, yes, then it hits.
and then it gets lit on fire.
Sure did.
So. 6, 15.
15.
Yeah.
15.
And then I run up and I knife for 15.
For 15 hits.
15 hits.
Yep.
It's probably a concentration spell that he has up, so
10.
careful.
10.
Tentacles.
Okay.
And then my bonus action, I am gonna tell Oki to bite the rat closest to him.
Cool. Now it's Oki's turn. He's gonna turn and bite him.
Oh, it's the rat.
Oh yeah.
That's-
D6, right?
Oh, the Drake Companion stuff isn't loaded.
Yeah, that's... Gotta take it off. Figure that out.
I think it was 1d6, and then he got an additional d6 when he leveled up to bigger size.
I don't know what this plus to hit is.
Oh, it's be his strength.
Yes.
Oh, you don't have
I don't. It's gone off it, and it's not on the.
That's for sure, because we'll have to figure that out.
Drake Companion. Yeah, his. Yeah. What do you want his plus to be?
We'll call it +3, because that's the thing.
Yeah, so it's probably 9.
9 is 9.
And that's my turn.
Cool.
And Oki's turn.
All right. It is +3. Cool. So,
All right.
Narn, if you're up.
I'm gonna stab at this big rat with my rapier at advantage, right? For flanking.
Yep.
Natural 20.
Yeah.
Nice.
Get it.
That's sneak attack. Critical.
Yeah. I don't. So that's 2d8 for damage, right? Because it's critical
And double your day.
and double the sneak attack, or
You
just
can roll all of it normal. Yes, it is sneak attack as well. You can roll all of it normal and then just double the number. Or we can have you roll all the dice, double the dice, but I think
Okay.
the first one is a little simpler.
I don't want 4 more d6.
Also, just
Love
the
throwing
mind
dice.
flayer.
Yeah.
10
Yes.
plus.
Oh my god.
She rolled 4 6s.
She
Get it.
literally rolled 4 fucking
So you
sixes.
max damage.
34 times 2.
34 times 2 is 68. Alright, cool.
Holy.
I felt great doing
Yeah.
23 damage on the last one. I was like, I hit every time.
That's amazing.
Nice.
Yeah.
Gross.
Yeah.
Get it.
And you're
So-
flying too. You're like,
Went right up with my rapier in between his ribs and hit one of his vital organs, and I
Ooh.
twisted it and pulled it out.
Nice. He's still kicking, but he's not looking. He's like nursing that.
I'm sorry, what?
Look at the size of it.
It's fine.
68, and he already took 43 damage. So we're at like 111.
Alright, yeah. He's probably got 40 more.
Alright. And then with my left
Wait.
hand,
Yes.
Oh, no. I'm sorry.
with
What
my
are you
left,
trying? What you saying?
Nothing. It has to be a spell.
Is the sneak attack a spell?
No.
Is it? Dang.
You're the biggest. You're the most castery here. Like you're.
No, I know,
Yeah.
but I still have these moments where I have this thing that allows, you know.
Mhm.
and then with my left hand, I stab with my dagger for a 17 to hit.
Cool. Hits.
Okay, and then that is going
So he's gonna roll another critical there for a second.
Same.
Do 34 more damage.
Is he dead now?
and then that's going to do 3 more damage.
All right. 3 more damage.
I literally thought he was going to be like, how do you want to end this?
Yeah, 67 damage.
And then I very gingerly brace him with my dagger for a very super cut. And he goes, "Oh, my leg!" And falls over.
I'm done. Yeah. Ow!
He's got Morgan. He's like, paper cut him. He's like,
No.
Yeah.
Paper cut was right here.
Yeah.
All
End
right.
of turn.
Up next is Orla.
All right, I am going to. How is everybody's health?
Good, fine.
All right. I am going to run up to this guy. And I am going to just use my. Might heat my own sword on fire.
I don't think it would do damage to you.
Oh, you're right, because I'm holding it. Oh, I was just trying to do something cool. Alright, I'm just going to use my rapier on him. Alright. Does an 8 hit?
You go to stab through and you catch his cloak right next to his side.
Alright, so I'm going to.
My brother made that
then-
cloak.
Inspiration.
Yeah, inspiration. Okay.
Oh, I'm worried.
Uh-oh.
Well,
That's me. Excited. AJ the Maker.
I moved. Okay, so I can do. Who's within my range? You're the only one that doesn't have it, right?
Inspiration.
Yes. Okay, so I'm going to look at Kada, and I'm going to say, surround yourself with people that are only going to lift you higher.
He gets a D8 of inspiration.
God, I
Yes.
fucking love Creed.
Can you take me
I thought you meant the guy from the office.
That's nice.
Ah, but he is also an amazing character.
Northern Lights, Cannabis Canoe.
Yes.
No. Kata's gonna hear this inspiring words and good. Okay. But then also simultaneously feel like a weird over sensation. Like I like it, but I'm not sure why.
Should hate this.
I should hate this,
It
but
makes
it's
no sense.
comforting.
This ice dragon is feeling all warm inside.
Up next, Carbon is just going to keep following you around. So he's going to head over towards
Okay.
you
All right.
and make an attack with
Get it.
advantage.
Get it.
Carbon.
Get it. Get it. Get it. Get it. Get it. Get it.
He's out.
Which does 14.
Ooh, that meets a beat.
Mm-hmm.
I was just joking.
Oh, spoiler alert.
Yeah!
So he's going to hit him with.
Yeah.
It has worked. You revealed everything.
Damn.
So he rolled a 1 on his damage again. He doesn't know how to use his sword, but his sneak attack accidentally keeps getting him.
Oh my
So his sneak
lord.
attack was 12 points plus his 1, so 13.
Holy cow.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna look at Carmen and be like,
Carmen.
you're doing good, buddy.
He's like, I don't know, but I guess so, thanks. guess.
Valyrian steel short sword. Alright.
He doesn't know how to use it. Keeps swinging around.
Just let me know if I take you.
Run with the point.
All right. So now all of the other monsters attack Orla.
No.
No!
So they're up next. That guy is going to actually attack Carvin.
Oh.
Space script.
He helps.
hits.
He's taking one for the team. He's distracting that monster so nobody else gets hurt.
Yeah, and Orlo get advantage.
Carvin takes 5 damage.
Guys.
Nope, he's still all right. When you guys healed him up, like he had good rolls on his short rest, so he was a bit he's got like 10 hit points left. But takes 5 from the dagger. The other guy is going to attack Oki. And a 18.
So armor class is 14 plus proficiency bonus. Is equal to 5 bonus.
Yeah. Your guys' proficiency bonus right now is
3, 6, 7.
So what did I say? 18? Okay, so that hits. He's going to spell you 5 damage to Oki. And the other one with the big wrench is going to step 5 feet closer and attack Marxus.
Opportunity attack. 12.
12 does not hit. He's going to attack you. It was a natural 20, but it was like cocked, so I rerolled it. It's 19 now. So 19 plus 5
Oh, it hits.
hits. He had his advantage because of the flanking, because of the big rat guy, and he's going to deal +3 is 8 damage to you.
Okay.
All right, they're gone. Up next, the Mind Flayer. He is going to. He's not looking so hot. So you see him start muttering words underneath his breath, and
He's gonna try and disappear. Like the other one.
Yeah, of course it is.
Spell fails and he lights on fire.
Oh, but he's also he's still on fire. He's gonna take damage right now.
oh,
So we could like hit him with Searing Smite.
Burn, motherfucker. Burn.
At the start of each of the target's turn until the spell ends, he has to take 1d6 of fire damage unless he can beat the 14 saving throw.
14 saving throw.
What kind of saving through?
Constitution.
Rolled a 16 plus 1. So he doesn't take any damage.
Not this turn.
Oh.
Next time.
Did I die?
Yeah, you're dead.
Oh no,
You're so
Did I take any damage?
but the
Did I-
spell now ends.
Carvin took 5 though.
He did.
So
Down to
he
10 health.
took off the. He's no longer on the fight.
Okay. So he's no longer on fire, and
Also-
he is going to.
They're all expendable.
It's going to cast. It's going to cast Plane Shift.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Who is this?
Ooh,
The
you have
Mind
counterspell?
Flayer?
Spell.
Okay, wait.
I'll let her figure it out.
I have what's called Counter Charm.
Yep.
You want a counter spell?
Ooh. But you think after he leaves, the force field will go away?
I think that will go away in the tentacles.
I also think, yeah, I do, because I think it's probably a concentration spell that he has that's like holding up this. But I don't know.
Cast
He's a
Plane
Mind
Shift,
Flayer.
and you see his top half and his bottom half like stretch and snap back together, and he's gone.
Damn it.
I mean, he has Plane Shift like that. If he's hurt, what would you do? You know,
Stay and fight.
would you dip out?
No.
No, you dip out.
Right,
If you're,
that.
if you're those squishy little things.
I hear no bell.
All right. So he's gone.
Wait till everyone.
Plus, I have to make this easier. All right. So big guy comes up, and is going to. Oh shit! He's going to cast. Or nope, he's not going to cast anything. He's going to swing at.
Rose.
Like a boomer.
He's going to make 2 attacks against Marxus. With advantage for each of them because dudes next to him.
Of course. Why not?
Does a 18 hit?
Yep.
And then that hits. Well, we'll see if it's natural. It's not. Takes. First hit deals
A lot of
12,
It just sounds crazy because they're each dice rolls.
and the other one hits.
True.
It hits for 8. So 20 damage total. And he's going to attempt to grapple you. Make a strength saving throw for me, please.
As he does it, I say, fuck you! And it's a 10.
And he scoops you up in one hand. Okay, cool. Up next, the tentacles are going to go, and the first tentacle is going to swipe and hit, swipe at Oki, the one closest to Gina right there. Yep. Who's Gina?
She's being awfully quiet over here.
Tentacle
It's gone rogue.
for 24 hits,
Oh, yeah.
dealing.
You get another sneak
Is that a
attack on your
six?
next turn.
Oh yeah, it can't be a 9, it's a D8. 10
You
damage.
get another sneak attack on your next turn.
The other one is going to swipe at Narnik. 14 hit.
Yep.
And then the other one with a. Oh, it doesn't get advantage because it's like a distance hit. Oh, that was the attacks. No. Deals 15 damage.
Uncanny dodge, so it only does
We've been rounding
7,
down.
8, 7.
Cool. I'm done. Up next, Marxus, Kata, Narnet.
So I'm currently grappled. Can I attack while being grappled?
Yes, your movement is 0.
No. I'm gonna smack him.
pounds.
Or smack him with it. And I'm gonna. So that's a 14. I don't think that hits on the big boy, right? So then
14 does not.
So I'm gonna use this D8 of inspiration you gave us.
Yes.
16.
16 is not. 17 is
And he didn't use a spell.
Damn it. No.
Yep.
8 plus 6 is 14. 16. Damn it. Alright. Well, that's just great. I love that. But I'm going to do a key point, how it's pronounced, key, and I'm gonna do 2 unarmed strikes as my flurry of blows. One's a natural 1 for a 7. The other is a 23.
Cool. 23 hits.
And that's gonna be acid damage with a D6 for 3 massive acid damage.
And you punch, and it sears into his flesh and kind of corrodes away.
Wild.
All right. Up next is Kata. Narnet's on deck.
So I am going to. Alright, battle sequence. I'm going to take my dagger and throw it into the back of the gigantic rat.
Cool.
It's going to catch fire midair
Yeah.
as a reaction.
Yeah.
That is my first.
Roll. See if you hit.
17 plus 24.
24 does hit.
Okay, so that one's going to hit. So it's going to be 1, 4 plus 4 plus is 7. 13.
13. Cool.
Then for my second attack, I am going to jump and hand axe him. I'm going to land pretty close to where that dagger sunk into him.
Mm-hmm.
For 22. Hits. for 6 more damage.
Cool.
And then with the axe stuck in him, I'm going to use that as a leverage point and pull the dagger out and stab it back into him.
All right.
I thought you were gonna like pirate
That
down
attack.
the sails kind of thing with the
18.
dagger.
18.
Well, I was hoping that
Hits.
18 hits. Okay.
17.
Okay.
But he didn't. And more damage. And that's my turn.
Cool. Up next is Narnip, then Orla.
Alright. Stab with the rapier. Ooh. Well. Wait, no. 13, but then I'm going to use my inspiration for 14.
No, I did Constitution. Oh, no, I didn't do it for you.
So rapier doesn't hit. Dagger.
You're free.
Be free, like that thing.
I'm free.
Neither of those hit.
I'm also not
Eh?
mouse down his back.
Would that be
Turn.
would that be a
So,
opportunity attack on him?
No, because he hasn't left or entered his space. It's just kind of been
He's
like,
just
they've
still
been
in it.
sharing
Okay.
that
I
attack.
just want to keep asking.
Yeah.
I'll forever ask.
Yeah, I know.
Just
you're,
saying.
Orla, you're up.
I am going to use. Oh. All right, I am going to use mass healing word on the group. Get up to 6 creatures, so that's literally every single one of us,
Mm-hmm. Wait,
including
1,
myself.
2, 3, 4,
1, 2,
5,
3,
6, yeah.
4,
Including Oki and
5.
Carvin.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep, all
Just
of
wanna make
us. And we will get a 1d4 plus 4 hit points left. It's not temporary either. I think it's oh wait.
no.
At higher levels, when I cast a spell, the healing increases by 1d4.
So what level are you casting it at?
Ooh, I can only cast it at right now 3.
Okay.
So it's still a 1d4 plus 4
So
as
you
well.
roll a d4.
Yeah.
4
plus 4.
four.
So
Max
everyone
healing, so
gets
everybody
8 hit points right now, and it's not temporary. You're just healing yourself 8 hit points. But
You,
okay.
Carvin's up to 18
Sweet. I
of
got
30.
Carbon. Okay.
Double up.
There was that, and then I'm going to. So that was considered my action, correct? That was a spell.
Yes.
I really wanted to do this before that guy. But whatever. I know. I think I'm just gonna have that. Oh, you used your. So Marx's used his Bardic Inspiration,
Yep.
so I'm going to. That's fine.
You refill it?
I'm going to, yep, refill it. And I'm going to look at him and say, work for a cause, not for applause. Live life to express, not to impress.
And I feel these words hit me, and I look down at my paws, and I say, pause.
Yeah.
That's awesome. All right. So you're inspired.
Yep.
Orla's gone. Carvin's up. He's going to attack and attack this guy with advantage. Does a 15 does hit. And 6 damage, despite the 6 damage kills.
Carvin!
So Carvin takes out that guy.
See, Carvin, look at you!
Carly killed 2 people.
Where did he get this sword from? It's crazy. It's so sharp.
You're doing so great!
Just thanks for that healing a minute ago. Did you guys do this all the time?
Keep it up, buddy.
All right, we'll talk later.
Okay.
Please!
So
Carvin goes. Up next is the other guys. You just tip over that body next to Carvin. Thank you.
Oh no.
Wait, what is that? What?
It's gonna be
So,
a zombie.
so the other two rats, one is going to swing at Oki.
Like a tentacle can touch it. And like,
Rolls a 4 and misses.
Yeah.
The other one's going to swing and hit. He does hit. With advantage.
Oh.
Natural 19s both times. Hits Marxus
Natural 19s.
bring it on.
for 6 damage.
Thanks for that healing.
All right. They've gone. Biggin's going to go. He's going to move over here next to the corpse.
Opportunity attack.
Yep.
For all 3 of you.
18.
What does that
Hits.
count as?
6 damage.
Whatever weapon you're hitting him with.
15.
Misses. Misses. Yours hits.
And did 6 damage.
6 damage. Cool.
Is it gonna lick him?
Ew.
Tongue?
Or
He
just
scooped
fuse and
up-
create a wreck.
He scoops up the rat, and he is going to engulf.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Oh, he's gonna heal.
And he's going to heal
What?
for 1d6, and he rolls a 6.
Cool.
Oh,
Negated.
Yep. Whatever.
gross.
I negated his healing.
So he did that.
He hit his friend for nothing.
Right.
Friends with age.
I mean, they're not. I don't think this guy's real intelligent.
He's probably a 2 or a
To be
3.
fair, I guess there would be 2 other. I'm just being fair.
They're not the same
He's the
flavor.
fair DM. I'm trying to be a fair player.
That's fair.
Different flavors.
All right. Up next, tentacle.
Seafood buffet.
One tentacle is going to swing at Kata.
What else?
Natural 20.
That'll hit.
That'll do.
Hitting you for 8 damage.
Ow. Ow.
The other one's going to swing and hit Narnit with a natural 19.
A natural 14.
Dealing 9 damage.
Uncanny dodge for
4. Alright, cool. That's me, guys. Marxus, top of the order.
Yes.
You're free. I am free. I am so free. Alright. I'm going to... I'm just gonna attack this guy 3 times with
That's
the...
fair.
Yeah.
That was a 17 and not
Yeah.
a natural 1 before you knocked it over.
The first is you rolled it.
It was a 17?
Yeah.
Oh, that's way better. So
Knocking those dice
a
are
17, a 23, and a 22.
17,
All hit.
23, and a 22 all hit.
Nice.
Hey, 15 plus 9, 24 damage.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you want to tell me how this guy goes down?
I hit him the first time, and I kind of like with the candelabra, I hit him over the head and like knocks his head down, and he like falls prone, and then I just as many times as possible, just pure rage. The partner coming home from the golf range, and the other partner is in bed, caught with a now third partner being cheated on, and so I'm like bludgeoning them to death with a golf trophy, that kind of violence.
Wow.
You okay, dude?
Feeling great. Why?
Okay.
Really needed this, AJ.
I just thought like coming home from golf was enough.
Also, can they be all partners if there's 3 of them? Are they a team at that point?
Yeah.
Polyamorous, so you don't really know. Like, one person can be. I won't get into it.
No,
But-
Put
we're
on
good.
the list.
Put it on the list.
Put it on the list.
I'm loving this list. All right, so up next is Kata,
Yeah.
Narnet, Orla.
Okay, attack 1. I'm gonna try and sever this small tentacle.
With my movement, I was going to get rid of the space thing. Yeah.
You step up onto the platform, and you cannot physically pass any closer than that.
Okay.
The barrier seems to still be there.
Attack. First one, 17 on the tentacle.
17 hits.
Okay. For 8 damage.
All right. 8 damage.
Take another swing at it.
Cool.
24.
Hits.
10 damage.
10 damage. The tentacle slashes and you cut off a tip of it and it recoils and wriggles underneath and retreats into the pond, the pool.
Then I'm going to, now with a clean shot at the big end, throw my hand axe at
Cool.
Inspired Lead. 14, 7, 21.
21 hits.
That one will catch fire.
Yeah. Should have borrowed another one.
Right, should have. These are all real
What do you
shitty
need?
rolls. 7 damage. Blinded.
7. Cool. All right.
Would we consider him flanked by Kata?
Oki's flanking him.
So I'm gonna move this side of him, like duck between Oki and him, and stab at him with my rapier for 21 to hit.
Hits.
And then that is going to do. I only get advantage on the hit, right? Not on damage for if they're flanked, right?
Yes, but you get sneak attack.
Yep. So it's gonna do 9 plus.
Hear all those dice.
I know.
9 plus.
22 damage.
22 damage. All right.
Yep.
Not looking good. This thing is teetering back and forth and just kind of groaning and gross. Bunch of
Gross,
gross all over him.
And then I'm gonna stab with my dagger for 10 to hit. So,
10 hits.
and that is the end of my turn.
Orla.
I am going to. Let's see here. I'm going to move up, and I'm going to cast my cloud of daggers at
Cool.
this guy.
And just
Yeah.
apparates, and you do how much damage? How many d4s?
4d4.
4d4. I'm gonna roll them up. You got a bunch of d4s right next to
I
you.
do. I've got some.
Okay. All right, cool.
I have enough.
Yeah, I think you were loaned some.
7, 8, 9. 12 damage.
12 damage is the exact amount of damage you needed. Please describe your killing blow.
Oh my gosh. So I run up and I'm just like, I move my arms around like this and a sheet of glass just like spurt, like I have a sheet of glass like in my hand and I spit it out like this and it just starts swirling around him and you see these tiny daggers that go in and out of his body so much that it just starts slicing him.
It slices
Apart.
him apart in pieces, like his arm falls off, and after some time, his body just collapses on itself in a big pile of yuck.
Oh my.
On his underside, is that censored for the TV?
Yep.
Okay.
For the TV by
So we
the
have
TV.
one guy
Uh,
left and tentacles.
And the giant bird.
Carvin's gonna be like, "Whoa." That was cool.
I'm gonna. I have like blood splattered on my face. Yeah.
He's gonna go, watch this, and run over,
Oh God.
stab that rat.
Carvin! Wait. Oh, I don't have any more.
And with advantage because of Oki, hits for 19 in sneak attack. $14 damage and stabs that guy and kills him.
Oh my gosh. Carvin!
Carvin! I'm like,
Sneak attack's
and I'm gonna
getting
yell,
Killer
crazy.
now.
oh yeah, Carvin!
He's getting a taste from violence.
Oh my gosh, I guess Carvin has literally killed like 50% of the guys that are out there right now.
The tentacle
Holy shit.
sees Carvin and is going to attack. For a 12 plus 7
Oh,
is 19. It's gonna hit.
oh, that was the damage.
With the overkill.
He's dead. Oh,
4 damage. Fucking seriously? You can't even
Bits
kill
that
my
I wanna
idiot
be-
Carvin.
ah!
Just want to point out, there's so many people for damage, and then he's killed most of them by playing cards.
Right, I know.
It doesn't necessarily make me
Glad
happy
we could
about
be
it.
here to play with you, AJ.
I'm thinking it. I'm like, come on. I was like, all right, cool. I'm gonna be a rogue. He'll like just kind of like run around and kind of like help drop damage, and then he's just. It's how it goes every time he. Everybody's always injured by the time he walks up, and he goes, yeah, and then he rolls a sneak attack.
It's awesome.
All right, so that's that thing. You guys have the tentacles left.
Ow.
They're up.
No, they went. They attacked Carvin. I can
This
remove the
sucks.
rat.
So it's literally one tentacle?
One, the big brain.
That we can't get to. That's maybe.
I'm going to attack. Wait. I'm gonna like try and use my claws to like wedge through this magic force field. Just kind of like mess with it.
Okay. You dig your claws in the hardest you can and scrapes against nothing. It seems like there's like it's like as if you're scratching at a wall or a giant sheet of glass that is so thick you can't get through.
I think it's breakable. It's like a bubble maybe.
No. It's definitely a spell by the Mind Flayer,
I'm
I think.
just gonna attack it twice. And my bonus action would be
Huh?
Did you have something with advantage with your... That's the damage.
I'm gonna do a inspiration because I don't want that to be a natural one.
Oh, rules, huh?
We'll do 3 plus. That's a Jesus Christ! Why can't I do math? 9 to hit and a 20, dirty 20.
You scratch at it with your claws, right? Or you hit it with your-
I was gonna hit it with the quarterstaff.
Whatever.
If I'm being honest.
and sure.
Yeah.
You hit it with your quarterstaff, and ding, ding, and every hit kind of sends a ripple out.
Okay. This is frustrating. Carvin, get over here. You can probably figure
Carvin
this
runs
out.
and stabs the brain and cuts it in half, and the world dies. No,
Carbon, you saved your people!
all right, up next is Kata, or you got anything else?
Nah, that's it.
Cool.
Yep. I'm gonna go over here. Get my other axe. I got both my axes. And I'm gonna just chop like hell at this tentacle. Nat 20.
Oh, hell.
Net 20.
My first attack.
That hits.
What?
Roll-
I suggest
Roll
you hit,
damage?
sir.
9.
uh,
Oh wait, no. So
18.
Oh no, 9.
No. How'd you do that?
I rolled 2d6 instead of 1.
Oh, and you added. Okay, all right. Okay, cool. I get it. Never mind. 9 damage. You slice at these things, and where's their health?
9.
Yep.
Okay.
That was
Probably
my
at 9.
guess.
Yeah.
I mean-
Exactly 9.
These tentacles slashed at and retreat back into the.
All 3 of them?
Yeah, they were.
We all turn
I'm
and
gonna
look.
throw both my hand axes at the
Cool.
big end.
Thing is that there's no. Like, this is gone. This is gone.
That's card.
Oh.
Leave that.
Yeah, the brain's still braining out.
17.
Oh, that's the brain.
18.
Okay.
17 and 15. Hit.
Hit.
Yeah.
Right. The plan.
Uh, 18.
18. Cool.
Did I hit the brain?
Yep. The 2 axe. Wait, how many axes did you got?
Well, I hand axe the 1.
Did you pick up your other hand axe when it was
Yeah.
over on the
Yes, I
other
did.
side of the room?
I just ran over there to do.
Oh,
Yeah, that was. He said I ran over here to get my.
oh okay.
And then
I
I
didn't see
swing.
this.
Yeah.
So your
So-
weapon went through there?
It's in the brain.
Yep. There are 2 axes embedded into the brain, and it.
Did the fire do anything to it?
Not in particular.
Interesting.
Normal fire
So
stuff.
things went
Normal
through it.
burn.
Yeah,
Well,
I
he
think-
tried to throw axes at it earlier, and it didn't.
I think it's going to kill the tentacles.
I had that
On my
thought
next turn, I
earlier.
was just gonna like grab the tentacle, and that as it retreated, I was gonna like ride it to the brain.
Oh, I love that.
You gotta love
I love that.
That's super fucking cool. You gotta love the tentacle.
So I was like, there's still 2 left.
Okay, that's my turn.
His turn.
That's okay.
Nar.
All right. I'm gonna bonus action and dash up to this brain and stab it with my rapier. 15 to hit.
15 hits.
Is it bleeding at all?
Oh yeah.
Like
There's some of that
leaking-
greenish like.
Leaking juice.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
It's not nearly as like it's still pretty hardy. There's a lot of brain there.
Yeah.
Big brain time.
It's called
15 damage with rapier.
15.
Stab it with the dagger. 22 to hit.
Hits.
That is going to do 5.
5. Cool.
The end.
Orla. Spiderfoot.
Orla is going to use Misty Step right up to here. And too far for her movement. And then she is going to use her Mantle of Majesty, which I cast command without expending a spell slot. For 1 minute or until my concentration ends, I cast command as a bonus action on each of my turns. Without expending a spell slot. Creatures charmed by you automatically fail saving throws against the command you cast with this feature.
Okay.
I'm going to say to this brain,
So you have to cast command as a bonus action.
yes.
And what is Misty?
Misty Step I can use as an action or a bonus action.
So then you're using Mantle of Majesty as an action.
As a bonus action. Because it says, as a bonus action, I can use this. Because Misty Step is considered, it's in my spells, so I can use it as a spell or as a bonus action.
You can only use it as a bonus action.
My Misty Step?
Yeah.
Then why is it in my spells?
Because it says 1b next to it. If you would like, instead of Misty Step, you can walk up to the
Oh.
distance because you don't need to be next to a creature to do Mantle of Majesty. There's a range on it.
Okay.
So you can walk your distance. You'll probably not be on the pedestal, but then you can do it there.
Okay.
Ugh,
Alright.
But your or your Misty Step is.
We'll do
I
that.
feel like you could have gotten there anyway, but yeah. But that's fine. But your Misty Step for the future is a bonus action, so you
I
can,
see that
you
now.
can bamf
I
somewhere and then
didn't.
attack.
I see the under the timer it says 1B.
Yep.
Okay. Okay. Anyways, I'm
Sorry.
going to use. Oh, don't be. I'm going to use my Mantle of Majesty as in command
It's a wisdom saving throw.
this creature. It doesn't say any kind of saving throw, so I have to look at what
Command
command says.
Yes. Command is a wisdom saving throw.
Probably 15, because that's what all of my
Yep, that's your spell DC.
spell DCs
Okay.
are.
He beats. Does not do what you say. But you can try again on your next turn.
Sure.
Roll a 20.
Jesus Christ.
It's very wise.
It's literally a brain.
It's
Right. That's why I
Majority
wanted to
brain.
try to control it as much as I
Check
can.
out the big brain on Brad.
that's why I called it Brad earlier.
I was wondering what that. It's,
That's
I thought
hilarious.
it was Brian.
Carvin is gonna run up and do an attack on him.
Shit.
With advantage with everybody else. 12 hits. Whatever the plus is. 5, sneak attack, 6, 9, and 15 damage. Does 15 damage on him and stabs it, and he's like, "You guys do this all the time. This is so much fun." And stabs in the brain. The brain takes damage. It is the brain's turn. And you
This could not be.
I know.
it sees that it's surrounded, and you see the top half and the bottom half of the brain
you, brain.
slice and then snap back together and disappear
Yeah.
as it casts plane shift.
Does the whole pedestal disappear?
Everything.
No, the pedestal's still there.
Oh, it is?
I'm gonna run up to it and look for juice.
There's plenty of the liquid that
That dark
the
brashless
the
liquid.
the tadpoles were swimming in.
My guess
Yeah,
is
it
that's
was
the
bleeding
same
green,
liquid.
too. It was
right?
bleeding green, just like the.
Yeah.
Is there anything else in there?
Make an investigation check. We are out of combat now.
I'm gonna turn to Carbon and go, Carbon, what the fuck are your people doing?
I don't know. I've never been here before.
There were big rats down here. Did you see them?
Yeah, they were probably, I don't know, they were probably drawn in here. Like the others, or like I was gonna be.
No, you're probably right. I'm sorry.
Has the anxiety and formaldehyde smell left the room?
The formaldehyde is still very much there,
Okay.
but the anxiety and the stress and the weakened feeling has left the room, yes.
Can I do an investigation check on the cauldron-y thing for any sort of like symbols that I recognize? What are we calling
I
it?
said you got cauldron on the mind.
I do.
Make an investigation
Lots
check.
of
I got
skulls.
14 on my investigation check.
Into looking into the vat. The pool. It's a pool.
18.
So we don't get confused with other terms. 18. 14 first. You see that same kind of oily, kind of purplish, blackish liquid with that oil sheen. Doesn't really seem to be anything in it anymore. A few drops of the blood. On the outside of it, you don't see any significant markings or anything like that. There are, as you can see, a few skulls spattered around it that have been cracked open or opened somehow, revealing the brain cavity, the skull cavity. Sure. Yeah. That.
Are there any of the bodies still around? Besides, I'm gonna want to rat
The-
eaten.
Yes, all the bodies are still around with the exception of the one rat that was eaten, the mind flayer.
I want to investigate the big guy.
You check out the big guy, make an investigation check for him. That's okay.
Did I literally tap that
Yeah.
with my arm? I'm so sorry.
That's okay. Just they're like
So
hidden
sorry.
spots, and, you're gonna need glue. That's okay.
I got a 12.
12. You see on the body, it's mostly like weird. Like this particular monstrosity was. There was something different about it than the other rats. The other rats were just kind of under an influence of some kind. This one has been looks like altered in
It's
some
like a
way.
construct.
It's not a construct as far as the type of. It's just a monstrosity as
Oh,
far as
okay.
the type of
Monstrosity,
monster
okay.
that it would be. Just like you're a humanoid,
Mm-hmm.
aberrations, fiends, that kind of stuff. It is considered a monstrosity.
I'm gonna use my 7th key point to.
Did I find anything?
Nope, it's just a massive gross.
I'll use my last 2 key points. Pardon me. To do quicken healing and regain 9 hit points.
Cool.
I investigate the altar that the
Make a investigation check.
22.
Or is that just the big body you were investigating, Lance?
Mm-hmm.
Not the other ones?
No, I
Okay.
just did the big one.
22. You see on there, on the altar, is a. Well, you see it. Oh, cool. Great. You see this this orb. It's probably like the size of a golf ball. And in it has this blue swirl going on.
I'm gonna pick it up.
Cool. You pick it up, and immediately it's in your hand.
There's
There's gonna be a moment where you just pick something up and it's gonna be like immediately.
Kata sees this and is just like, shake it. Shake it. Shake it, shake it.
She shakes it, and it explodes. No, nothing happens.
Yeah.
That's fair.
As I was focused on healing, I just
Outlook
hear him
not
say
so
that,
good.
and I start to kind of like.
So you're getting it. Said outlook not so good.
Shake it,
Yeah,
shake
no,
it,
I
shake
like
it.
that. I was
Shake
gonna
it like
go
a Polaroid picture.
Bardic inspiration.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it like a Polaroid picture.
That's what I thought.
If I'm looking around, like behind where the brain bowl was, is there anything in that direction?
It's like rock and like more actually it's more the smooth and straight architecture. It seems to be the climax or pinnacle of the dungeon. As a boss
Do I
fight.
notice any little passageways hidden in the wall near the pinnacle of the dungeon?
Oh, to get back to the beginning of the dungeon.
I don't know where they might go. I
Yeah,
guess
Skyrim is like you just beat the final boss, so like there's a quick.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Oh, I knew I couldn't reach this area before.
Did
I was
anyone
always, like, higher up, and
investigate
you're like,
this body
oh,
yet?
that's where you-
up there.
No,
That's where you jump.
no.
I'm gonna investigate this body.
Cool. No, there's nothing like that. But we can fast track you guys out here too.
13 investigation.
You find a set of robes on the individual, and they're short sword. That's it.
Take them both.
Cool. The robes seem to be dark blue with strange patches on them. Sewn onto it.
Can I do an Arcana check on the patches?
Sure. You're gonna try to check.
10.
Patches may be magical at some point. Just like anything could be. I'll need an identify spell. That's what
Yeah.
you need.
Orla, Garvin, do you recognize this orb? Ring any bells for you? I show them the orb that was from the altar.
So I'm gonna go up to where she's at, and I'm going to
Make an Arcana check.
Or make an Arcana check. Yeah.
Is what you're gonna do.
16.
There have been, there's plenty of pearls that are used as components. Black pearl, like an oyster, like white pearl, or anything like that. But this doesn't look quite like that. It looks a little bit peculiar, but still pearlescent. It's same right.
If I take any of my other orbs or weird things out that I have and put it next to it, does it have any kind of reaction?
Like that. It doesn't. They do not look similar, and they have no reaction.
Okay.
The other core, the cores that you pulled from those constructs, seem like you know, in Guardians of the Galaxy, the little ball that they go to get. It's like that, but absolutely empty. So it's kind of has like this weird like gaps in the ball, in the sphere, that you could see through it. That there was some kind of energy stored in the interior.
My
but there's
question
no-
was going to be if I could like put that in there.
You have no way of getting the ball open.
Oh, okay.
Narnip, what if we heat it up or make it really cold? Or break it?
As I'm going through and pulling the ropes, I say, I could hit it real hard.
I don't know. I feel like we shouldn't try and damage it. Maybe we should.
Should we put it in that box for safekeeping?
No.
I'm gonna put it in my backpack, and we will ask.
We could find somebody. Yeah.
Maybe we'll go back to ask that witchy lady.
Can I
She
look
might
at
know.
it? Can I
Yeah.
just look at it real quick?
Do you promise that you're not
I don't
gonna
even
try and
touch
damage
it. I just
it?
want to look at it.
Okay.
I don't look at it.
Okay. Make an investigation check.
We need to do an investigation. I know.
Are you looking at it, or are you trying to decipher what it is? Because if you look, like, if you're doing an investigation check, I'm going to tell you that it's a black swirling sphere
Yeah.
that has bluish
No,
swirls.
I'm trying to
Okay.
be like, I just saw that she picked up a ball
Okay.
before, so I'm not, sometimes like, do I recognize this thing?
Okay.
Do I
Roll
know
an
what
arcana
it
check.
is? Maybe the other one? 11. That kind of sucks.
You're sure there's things that are magic around somewhere,
Is it
not
similar?
around here, but
Is it similar to the swirls that were in the cauldron?
no.
Okay.
This is like a pearlescent kind of. There's only so many ways I can describe items, and I don't want you guys to think that they're all connected.
Fine. All right.
So I'm gonna just
Put it
straight
in
up
my
tell you
backpack.
this, get those kinds of things. I'm like, no, this is not it. Like, I was running out of pools of liquid for a second.
Yeah.
I'm like, purple and black, blue and black, clear, water. I don't know.
Narnip, I am going to give you some of my. I'm going to give you my bedroll.
To wrap it up.
Wrap it up in that.
Okay.
Just keep it warm for a while.
Wrap it up. Put it in the backpack.
I'm just gonna investigate that area. See if there's anything that mind flayer had dropped or.
Make an investigation check.
18.
You see that there was on the pedestal that was left behind was where this orb was. So the mind flayer was probably doing something with that, and left it behind. There doesn't seem to be anything else that he dropped or is left over besides blood spatter residue from you guys attacking each other and not trying to attack monsters and vice versa.
How much liquid is left inside the altar?
Inside the pool.
Yeah. Or like it's a whole big pool.
I mean,
Is
it's a pretty big pool.
but there's
enough-
nothing like special about the water or anything.
It's decreased because the mass that was plane shifted
Water
out of it.
displacement.
That.
All right, you guys find anything? I'm good to go.
Not much. I think that I'm good too.
Now what?
I want to be above ground. I'm Carbon. This has been an adventure, but oh wait, but we have to go back to that lady for the brain juice. Oh, I'm so tired. Can we go do that and then can we go to sleep somewhere?
Yes.
Yeah.
Question before we roll out of here. I agree with that plan. Did we destroy this place as we leave? Because like,
Yes.
if they can plane shift, then they'll just come back and finish what they started. And
Absolutely.
then we'll just have to kill all
We-
these rats.
we could
Just
set
for
a
fun,
trap
which I'm
for
okay with. But
What if I leave the monster box here and we run away really fast?
the scary box.
Yeah.
I also have an idea.
What?
What if the mind flayer can control it?
Oh, that's true. What's your
Yes.
idea?
I've got one of the brain babies. We could just set up another brain baby so that when they come back, if they come back, there's just a brain that they have to fight. Maybe.
With the brains team up. Yeah, like 2 brains.
I
Let's
might
just
know it as
burn
a baby.
Just burn it.
How do we How do we destroy this place?
I don't know. I'm tired.
What about Oki? Can he like? Can you guys cause a big fire? I have something that's called thunderclap, but it really is only loud, like a loud noise.
It could cause tremors with thaumaturgy. See if we get it to cave in.
Okay, but we should get out
I'm
of here
gonna do an
before we do
investigation
that.
check and see if there's any like fissures in the wall or any type of like rocks. What I want to do is like use either my crowbar or rope to like pull down a piece of the wall. Kind of thing. 15.
There's probably some stalagmites, I believe. Stalactites. That's what they are.
With the ones.
Stalactites.
With the ones.
From the ceiling. I'm like 90% sure, but whatever. The ceiling stalags coming down that you might be able to like kind of like try to break.
I'm gonna tie my rope and like make a lasso and like rip it onto the strongest looking stalactite, and then I'm gonna attach the other end of the rope to Oki's harness and have like you tell Oki to like yank it off because he's a giant dragon.
Alright, well, let's wait until we're all leaving first. Let's not do that while we're all still here.
Sure.
Okay.
that makes the most sense.
Alright, let's clear out.
Yeah. Let's go take a nap.
Boat folk.
Out.
Set sail.
All right. So
Nice.
you guys head out and pull on the stalactite, and it does create a little of a cave-in. It's not. It's not. You're not on the run. You don't need to like outrun Indiana Jones style. Just Indiana, the state of Indiana style.
Oh,
We're in Indiana. We gotta run.
Fuck Indiana.
Oh,
they're great.
that's nice.
Ohio.
We're
They
just
literally had
We're just kidding.
billboards in our state
So-
that said, "Hey, come
Hey,
down, no COVID
All
here."
right. So we there's a small cave in that happens and kind of crashes in on the pool and the altar and everything else, and you guys are able to with ease, head out.
No, we get to head out.
Yes, so we make our way out of the.
So you guys play with your toys, and after some time, you guys find your way at the same path that you split off from. Whether you could go north or back to the city, what would you like to do?
Go probably back to the city, right? Because we gotta get this brain juice to this lady.
Let's get up from underground. Let's go
Yeah.
north. Let's get out of here.
No, but I want that cauldron. You said we could go back for the cauldron with brain
Yeah,
juice.
you're right. You're right. Pass up all this brain juice.
And we gotta get Carvin back to
10
safety. I
bottles
mean,
of
this
the
man,
cauldron
this
juice,
this
so.
this guy Carvin has just been through the ringer.
Well, he'll probably become king now.
Yeah, he seemed to manage pretty well.
Probably.
We should
Good
totally
idea.
become king now.
That's another thing we should do is just tell them all the stories that Carvin, how he saved.
I'll start yelling him now.
Okay.
I start booming voice depicting the tales of Carbon all the way home.
All right.
I don't care how far away we are.
Cool.
Started right now.
So you guys spend the next few hours
Singing.
making your way back to the city,
Yes.
and the guards approach you, and you tell them of your deeds, and they heard it coming from probably a mile away. You are able to. You're given. You guys want to go immediately to the witch's hut?
I think
Or
so.
do you wanna
Because
rest?
I think that
I
we're.
want to rest first.
Oh shit! You're
for
right.
sure.
You're probably.
I don't know what time it is. There's no sun down here.
But
Is it day? Is it time to go to sleep?
but I am like,
Where are we?
All I really need to do is just to circle a couple times, and then I'll be fine.
well,
I
for
can sleep
me,
wherever.
just in case anything happens, at this witch's place, like
Which witch?
best if we all got a little shut eye maybe before.
We should rotate so
You
nobody
never
steals
know.
the brain juice.
Okay.
So you guys are given quarters by the guards. safe area to rest. You're more than welcome to try to rotate to keep watch, but
I think we probably all do
seems
it
like you're in a
safely.
relatively safe space, both emotionally and
Not
excellent. So we will long rest, and that's where we're going to pick up next week.
Oh my god.
Yeah. And then next week is our plan to officially start recording for podcast, because that was kind of like the end of an arc. I was going to do it this week, but it's like, if this was the first podcast episode you heard, that would have been weird, right?
Sure, yeah.
And then eventually we'll try to, some of the audio on our older episodes are not so great, so we're going to try to edit that and fix that, so then eventually we'll release the first 15, 16 episodes as podcast form. But until then, you can check them out on our YouTube. If you enjoyed what you watched, please consider supporting us. You can support us by giving us a follow, first and foremost. We did make the qualifications for affiliate.
Yep.
So we're
Yay!
thankful for that. Thank all of you for
Yes,
all of your help
thank
for
you
that.
so much.
We greatly appreciate it. Once we do get our affiliate process set up, it'll be in the next week or two. We'll set all that up, and we will then do our giveaway.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
How
we'll be
exciting.
doing a giveaway probably the next, I don't think next week, but maybe the week after, depending on time frames and how things are set up. But other than that, thank you very much to all of the creators for all of the awesome miniatures and
Tell
everything
us
else
more
we
about
use.
those creators, AJ.
We have
Yes.
Epic Miniatures did the that is actually Archvillain.
This one is.
Here it is. All of the rat folk are from Archvillain's Affliction. I think what is Affliction Run or something like that. It's a package that they have.
They're so cool.
And then
so amazing.
the brains, tentacles, and the Illithid or the Mind Flayer are all from Epic Miniatures. I have a Patreon. I love using these. These are super great. Thank you all very much. Thank you to Ivan Duch, who uses music. You can check out ivanduch.com. And then thanks to all of you for watching.
Yes.
And you'd like to consider supporting us, please give us a follow. If you already do follow us, please mention to another or share. We're just trying to increase our audience. So yeah, and then we'll keep looking forward to next week. We'll be here Sundays, 2 p.m. Eastern time. If you do have any suggestions or anything else like that, please feel free to drop them in the suggestion box on Twitch. You can also reach us at Twitter. Also, Roll for Revelry, at Roll for Revelry. We're relatively active on there as well. So,
And TikTok.
and TikTok
And
now. We have a
TikTok.
TikTok. Please check out our TikTok. We have fun little clips from the episodes, which are awesome and bite size and super fun and silly. They're the moments that are probably the most ridiculous. So,
Yes, that's pretty much what we do. Yes.
awesome. So again, thank you all very much. We will see you next week. Have a great one.
Bye, guys.